are these people?
Oh, hold on. I adjust my mic. Who are these people? Let me see. We're good? We're good. All right. Welcome to another episode of Angel in the Afternoon. That means I'm Angel Rivera, and that's Alex Knight. I think I'm pointing the wrong way, but whatever. Let's see. Witchy will be on in a moment. Unfortunately, her Taco Bell order is late, so she's not here yet. She'll be here in a few minutes, so don't worry about her. Yeah. So
Also, how about them Knicks?
I wish I had the Go New York music on, but unfortunately, I'm pretty sure it's copyrighted, so I'm not going to do that. But
2 wins away.
The NBA Finals are right around the corner. I don't want to get ahead of myself and celebrate too early because you never know. But yeah, I mean, 2 wins away.
Mm-hmm.
So
that game 1 win, that's still unbelievable.
Oh that was a combination of Jalen Brunson doing what he does and James Harden doing what he does. The James Harden special, the
and what Mike Brown does too.
Well, yeah. Again, you specifically have been loving Mike Brown's work this season.
Not loving, but I've been praising him. I
mean, if they get to the finals. I've been back to the finals since I was in high school. So like back to the finals, like they get it there every year. But if they get to the finals, then I'll give them props at that point because they got back to the Eastern Conference Finals. They were there last year, so I'm still not really impressed yet. So Witchy's here looks like. Hold on.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Fucking Taco Bell people.
I know. I told the audience your Taco Bell didn't come, so that's why you were a little late. But that's fine. Yeah, let's get. So, yeah, the Knicks won last night. They did win last night, but we're talking about Game 1 in particular. So,
the Knicks. Let's talk about them Yankees.
I don't.
That's okay. Pittsburgh's with you on that one.
Yeah,
hey,
well,
I think they need to get ready for next summer or next season. I mean,
if there is a next season with the
impending
lockout coming,
contract stuff,
the impending lockouts coming. So, basically, the owners want to lock out the players because they won't agree to a salary cap or a hard salary cap, at least like the NFL has. So,
also Jackson Dart is MAGA apparently.
Everybody's freaking out over that. Real quick, before we get to the show, that man, born and raised in Utah, one of the most conservative states in the country, and on top of that, he went to Ole Miss, Mississippi, one of the most other conservative states in the country.
As my dad says, Ole Miss.
Yeah. Like, what did you expect? The guy to be a left-wing Northeastern liberal? Are you out of your mind? I mean, obviously, he's a Republican.
Of course.
On top of that, he's not making millions yet, but he will on his next contract if he keeps playing the way he is. Once he starts making millions, he's definitely going to be a Republican. So it's like, yeah. So I can't believe people are shocked by that.
Yeah.
People are freaking out about it. Giants fans, like Emma Vigeland in particular, is like, I don't want to talk about that right now. She's like freaking out.
Yeah.
Like, who cares?
I also want to bring up, unfortunately, from some very sad news yesterday. I know you heard about it too, and you may have heard about it too, Steph. NASCAR driver Kyle Busch passed away yesterday after he was hospitalized with a severe illness earlier in the day, and then apparently he had died later on. So
that was quick because wasn't he in a race a few days ago? Like he left the race.
He was in a truck race at a Dover International Speedway on Friday, I believe, and he won that
exactly
race.
Where that is.
We were talking about that last week.
But I didn't know he passed away. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, he was 40. He was 41. He was.
I was surprised.
A year older than I was, or we are, Angel. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like, what? I mean, he was in a race.
Did say in a post-race interview, he said he was asked, how come these wins never get old or something like that? And he said because you never know when your last win is or something like that.
Oh, wow. So kind of prophetic there, It's like
But it also started a couple weeks ago when they were racing at a road course at Watkins Glen. He had been dealing with a sinus issue or whatever it was, and he said,
I did hear about that too.
He needed to get a shot after the race, and he looked better the next week, but apparently, actually, what's coming out right now, I think I shared it in the groups earlier today.
I'm telling you, they're doing something shady behind the scenes here.
What had happened was he was doing like one of these driving simulators, whatever, and a Chevy driving simulator, and he got unconscious or whatever it was. He started coughing. He was losing blood, or he was coughing blood. He was also shortness of breath or whatever, and then he was rushed to the hospital. And unfortunately, he didn't make it. So.
Once you start coughing blood, that's like internal bleeding most likely. So you need
it's the biggest loss in the sport since Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah,
and ironically, his owner Richard Childress, his driver before was Dale Earnhardt, so he's had to deal with 2 deaths in NASCAR to his drivers. So it's crazy.
Feed Me Seymour says vaccine, like COVID vaccine. I don't know if he took the vaccine or not. So it's like
hopefully
that'd be interesting.
But
that's an interesting question to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But get yours today.
Yeah. So unfortunately, I'm not a big racing fan, but I did hear about that, and it's like, oh wow, I mean that's just tragic. But because I put on, I think on Facebook, like I'm turning 40 in a few months, so it's like,
and I am 40.
Yeah, so life is like short. So enjoy every day, because like that, you could be gone all of a sudden. So
and remember, the rich hate you, so they're going to literally try to kill you.
All right.
That's why the healthcare system is what it is.
Oh, so Indy changed your background, Steph.
I guess, changed my background?
Or no, the comment Indy.
I changed your background
or maybe
video.
Or was he talking about the intro background video?
No, okay.
Yeah. So welcome. We got a lot to talk about this week. Let's get to the main show. So Donald Trump settled. So ironically, the Trump administration, Donald Trump, the private citizen, sued the Trump administration over the IRS it's leaking his own tax returns. So today there was, or not today, but earlier in the week there was a settlement between Donald Trump, the private citizen, and the Trump administration. Again, this is all ironic, and Trump suing his own administration and now getting money for it. So out of the administration. And Trump is also, or the Trump administration also wants more control over Greenland. So there's secret negotiation between the United States, Greenland, and the Dutch. What's that country called? What am I forgetting?
The Netherlands?
Yeah, the Dutch. So the Netherlands, yeah. So let's say that, because I don't remember the country's name. I mean, I know that the Dutch, and they own Greenland. So,
but that would be the Netherlands, I think, right?
Yeah. Okay, I think so. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So the Trump administration still wants control over Greenland, even though that's kind of been in the back burner because of Iran. But the Trump administration claims that Trump says he held off a tax on Iran because of, what was it? Oops, I messed up. Hold on a second here.
By the way, I love the professional. I mean, it looks, even though it's AI, I don't give a fuck about that. But oh my God, I was like, who is that guy? It was like this professional looking picture of Angel, and I was like, holy shit, who is that?
Oh, it's profile pic.
Yeah, I got that real quick. I mean, you guys follow me on my social medias. You should, at Angel Rivera 08 on Twitter. I posted a picture of, a headshot that was taken on Wednesday. Because I went to a workshop, like a job seeking workshop. So
yeah, we can hear you, Steph.
I mean, it was cool. It was. I think you did that because you've been going to a lot of job fairs, and I mean, man, we're so proud of you.
Yeah, so I did that, and they took a headshot of me, a professional headshot for LinkedIn and stuff like that. So I decided to put it on my social medias, because why not? So the picture was taken and then was kind of filtered through AI. So, which is why I look, like, a lot of my face issues, like, like the black underneath my eyes, and I'm 40, or I'm about to be 40, so I have, I'm not, my face isn't perfect, so like it got rid of a
Nobody's
lot of that
perfect except
stuff.
for Mr. Perfect.
Yes. So
By
that's
the
why,
way,
go
speaking of
ahead.
WWE, I think I posted in the
God.
group with Angel, Steph, and Dave that Kyle Busch had appeared in WWE segments as well. You may have seen that.
Yeah,
So it's
stupid
like,
fucking Brock Lesnar's back. I hate that fucking
yeah.
dude.
Oh yeah, I mean
Fuck
that's
Brock Lesnar.
we're not doing pro wrestling talk
Yeah.
tomorrow because of Saturday night's main events tomorrow
Oh.
night. But
No, but I
yeah,
hope we will at least do the online thing because I don't have
yeah.
Peacock anymore.
Oh, that's
They've
right.
had
You
enough.
Good,
got
good,
I
smart
gave it
move.
up for Lent.
I
No.
have it. I have it included in my internet bill since I have the
Oh, well, look at you.
yeah, because I have the more expensive internet package. So it's like they included Peacock in there
Why
too.
would you do that to yourself? The most expensive?
Uh, Shit, I mean, I need.
Well, it's okay.
I
We
still
still
have.
love you.
I still have issues with the internet. So I for the last few weeks I've been using this, which is like a T-Mobile Wi-Fi thing.
I was going to
So
say, we didn't see it because it blocked you out. But okay, so a
yeah, so
jetpack.
it's
We're using a
this. Yeah,
jetpack.
yeah, one of these. So that's why the connection has been a lot better lately on the show. Because even though I pay for the most expensive package, I still have a hard time with it. I'm doing
Yeah, but
streaming and
how much
stuff.
is that to
So
rent?
this I
Yeah.
got for free, a part of that program that I'm in.
Oh, get
So
the fuck out. Is
yeah,
it through Comcast or is it through Verizon or
it's through T-Mobile.
T-Mobile? Oh, damn.
Yeah. Indy says, I hear it might have been a pulmonary embolism. I mean, I don't know whether you've heard anything about that, Alex, but
Are you talking about Kyle Busch?
yeah,
Yes.
I'm assuming some about Kyle
I mean,
Busch.
we don't know the details. I mean, he may have
So the
possibly had
autopsy.
others are saying he may have had a blood clot, but we'll have
I
to
mean, it could
see.
be. We'll have to see if
I
there's an
call
autopsy or not.
I call bullshit on it and I say the rich took him down.
No.
Yeah, so President Trump claims that he held off on plans to attack Iran due to requests from Gulf Arab allies.
Oh, he's so full of
So,
shit.
also,
Also, he said he was gonna miss his son's wedding because of Iran or whatever like that. Like, you're gonna miss
right.
your wedding because of something fake? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, he's
Which son? Is Barron getting married?
no,
no,
that's his grandson.
Trump Jr. Trump
Oh,
Jr. is getting married.
again? To which hoe this time? Or
I
is
don't
he
know,
actually
but
going gay?
his current girlfriend, whoever it is, her
Oh,
fiance. So yeah, Trump claimed or said that he's probably going to miss the wedding because of Iran and being president and stuff. So he doesn't have time to go to the wedding.
Well,
also
that's just
Trump
downright
and
fucked up.
also Trump and Israel fucking won Kentucky.
I get it. He'll miss the wedding because he'll be taking it up the ass from Benjamin Netanyahu. I get it. I got it.
Also bringing up, I assume you're bringing up Thomas Massey was defeated
Yeah.
by the Trump
Yeah.
Israel
What did
supporting
he do?
candidate.
Blow somebody?
No,
I don't
it was Trump and AIPAC and all the spending towards Ed Golian or whatever his last name
yeah,
is.
Thomas Massey lost his
They
primary.
spent all those AIPAC money on him, and all the boomers, the stupid fucking boomers in Kentucky, fell for it and voted for that guy instead of Massey, which is just
Well, of course.
one
They
of the
want to take
biggest.
out the opposition.
Oh, I see. Now I see it. Indy's talking about the Pro Wrestling Talk logo here in the corner. He changed.
Oh.
Because I was wondering what he changed because I don't see anything different. I just saw it now. All right.
Everything you see is in your head.
Also, Tulsi Gabbard resigned.
Oh, your ex-wife.
Yes, he resigned.
No, because her husband apparently has bone cancer, so that's why.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that's kind of the way that that's kind of the reason why she's leaving the administration, or at least that's the stated reason why. I'm not sure whether Trump was going to force her out anyways, but she's out of administration.
No offense, but she's kind of go along to get along.
Mm-hmm.
Her husband shouldn't have to suffer for it.
Yeah, so he has bone cancer, so
yeah,
unfortunately, that's a brutal kind of cancer.
Yeah,
because
her husband's name is Abraham Williams. As someone who
I thought you were going to say Abraham Lincoln.
Thank you.
As I was saying, as someone who
wrong.
used to support Tulsi, I knew not personally knew, but I knew about her husband. And, I followed
Yeah,
him on social media before, and
we were horribly wrong. Greenland is owned by Denmark, not so the Danish, not the Dutch. So I was horribly wrong. I'm sorry about that, and I wasn't even close. So let's see.
She married
Thank you, Indy,
Abraham
for that.
Lincoln. Did you know Abraham Lincoln actually was a wrestler?
Yeah, he was a amateur wrestler. I mean, pro wrestling really wasn't
He
around.
He was also a vampire hunter.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, apparently he invented the choke slam or whatever.
Yes.
That stupid shit is going around on the internet about it.
Oh my God, those AI WWE videos. I fucking hate those.
Yeah, I know. I was like, Abraham Lincoln was not a wrestler. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it.
He was like an amateur wrestler.
Maybe, but there was no such thing as pro.
No, not at his time. Pro wrestling really didn't take shape into the early 20th century with George Hackenschmidt and stuff. So yeah, so let's start off with this. Read Trump's quote unquote settlement with the Trump administration to create nearly $2 billion slush fund that Trump ultimately controls. Associate Attorney General Stanley Woodward and Frank Bizignano, I butchered that, the Chief Executive Officer of the IRS, signed Monday's settlement agreement. So plaintiff, President Donald Trump et al. Versus the Internal Revenue Service et al.
Divorce papers.
Let's go to that. Senior officials in the Department of Justice and Internal Revenue Service on Monday signed off on a settlement agreement that ended President Donald Trump's collusive lawsuit against the IRS, an agency Trump oversees, by creating the Anti-Weaponization Fund. Its cartoonishly evil, corrupt act in defiance of all ethical and democratic norms that has transferred nearly $2 billion of federal funds, $1,776,000,000 to be precise, into a slush fund over Trump, which Trump will have ultimate control. Further, the fund, at least on its face, is aimed at giving money to people such as those prosecuted, convicted, and pardoned over their actions in surrounding January 6, 2021.
Isn't this what they call embezzlement?
You can make that argument. It's definitely embezzlement because I'm sure President Trump demanded the IRS and Department of Justice settle the lawsuit that he filed. So it's definitely a conflict of interest at the very least. Associate Attorney General Stanley Woodward and Frank Bizignano, butchered that name again, both who Trump appointed to their position, signed the settlement agreement that led Trump lawyers to dismiss the case that was based on his tax returns having been unlawfully disclosed to the media, and Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche to issue an order creating a nearly $1.8 billion fund on Monday. U.S. District Court Judge Kathleen Williams acceded to Trump's dismissal of the case, which is automatic under federal rules, in order closing the case that was filed Monday night. In that order, though, she noted that since no one submitted the settlement to the court, there is no settlement of record, she added. Let's see. Defendants, federal agencies represented by the Department of Justice, which has independent obligation to uphold the public's strong interest in knowing about the conduct of its government and expenditure of its resources, and the fair administration of justice, 28 CFR United States Code 50.9, 50.03, neither submitted any settlement documents nor filed any documents ensuring the settlement was appropriate where there was an outstanding question on whether the actual case or controversy existed. However, the Department of Justice has since provided a copy of the settlement agreement, updating its news release about the Anti-Weaponization Fund to include it. The news release initially only included the link to Blanche's order. Some lowlights from the settlement include a formal apology to Trump from the United States. So this is the formal apology.
I vote we go, fuck you, Trump. Sit on Netanyahu's dick for all I care. Apology.
So,
yeah, here's your apology.
And Miriam Adelson.
Yeah, suck her off too.
Who can barely speak English, by the way.
Yeah, so it says here, a sole and complete relief for allegation in the case and pending agency claims plaintiff President Donald J. Trump and other named plaintiffs of the case and the pending agency claims will receive a formal apology from the United States, but will not receive any monetary payment or damages of any kind. The IRS apologizes to Ken Griffin, blah, blah, blah. That's a lie. This part's a lie here because Trump will receive $1.8 billion in damages, but it claims that Trump will not receive any monetary payment. That's not true.
Steph, I think Lady Alex is calling you out.
Well, we could use pussy references, but I don't have any. Okay, eat a pussy then.
Pussy, pussy, pussy.
Are you a lesbian or what? Hey, no judgment here. If you like pussy, great. I'm glad you like pussy. But I'm straight, so I like dick. You know, that's why I use the dick references.
So there's more here.
Or
Blanche
wait,
is
no.
turning-
You like some hot lesbian action? HLA.
Not me.
Our Attorney General Todd Blanche gets to choose the 5 members in charge of the fund, one in consultation with an undefined "quote unquote" congressional leadership. But Trump can fire any of them without cause, so ultimately they're answerable to Trump. So there's a 5-member panel that get to disperse the $1.8 billion.
Oh my God,
but
Snow.
so Trump can ultimately control them.
Beep beep boo boo. Hey, you want a dick reference? You ask Snow for it. He'll give you some dick references.
Yeah, that's true, Indy. Nobody's ever continued a job while the spouse is going through cancer. That's totally true. So, yeah. So,
if my man got cancer tomorrow, I'd take care of him.
And also, let's also mention that a widow has not continued to do so many things while her husband got shot, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
No, she's too busy being JD Vance's couch.
Yes, yeah.
Ask Snow about that one. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Angel.
So also, what the fund does is apparently going to be confidential. So whoever gets his money we're not going to know about it. On a quarterly basis or otherwise, directed by the Attorney General, the Anti-Weaponization Fund shall provide to the Attorney General confidential written report that includes the names and addresses of each claimant who have received any relief and so the nature of relief. So whoever gets money from this fund we will never know about it. In other words, entities in addition to the people can ask for money if they claim they were a victim of lawfare or weaponization. So can I get money? Like it's basically said, just giving out money. Right.
Yeah, me too.
I was a
Give me
victim.
some.
I can say I'm a victim of lawfare. So, the fund is to look at things like damages incurred as a result of the lawfare and weaponization, and time the claimant spent in prison. Oh, okay. As a result of the lawfare and weaponization, when deciding who to give money to and how much. Let's see.
Sacred triangle. I never referred to my pussy as a sacred triangle.
Trump, as well as Don Jr. and Eric Trump, or the Trump Organization, as the plaintiffs, can challenge the settlement agreement as well as the IRS, the U.S., but per the terms of the settlement, nobody else.
What about Ivanka?
And I'm surprised she was not named as a plaintiff, but and per the settlement, there are no appeals from or judicial review of any decisions about the funds makes about claims. So in other words, nobody can sue the government over this money. Who gets this money? All of this
your dick or her pussy? I'm confused though.
Man, shut the fuck up with that bullshit.
I'm sorry. I'm paying attention. I am.
And all of this settling a case where, as Judge Williams made clear in nearly a page of case citations in her 3-page order closing the case, there was not like an actual case or controversy required by federal courts to have jurisdiction over a case. So they were going to dismiss the case anyways because the judge thought there was no case here at all. But they basically Donald Trump ordered his own government to settle with himself.
Snow, I think you might need to ask. Snow, I think you might need to ask Crap that question.
Oh, bam! No, I want to know. Like, okay, a meat wallet. How the hell does that work? Does she feed her pussy meat? I'm confused. I'm as confused as you are. What the fuck? Okay, big tech can go fuck themselves. All right.
So we're back to age verification. This time in Colorado, they want to put age verification, OS level age data bill in Colorado. So again, we're back to this whole thing about putting age verification deep in the kernel of the OS.
Snow, was that a Joe Biden reference there?
You know what? I don't want to know.
No, because when Joe Biden tries to complete sentences, he's like, anyways.
So yeah, they want to put They want to put age verification in
where's
the
the beef?
OSs. So Apple and Google would become the state-appointed gatekeepers of every Coloradonian's age data, and their lobbyists are pushing hard for their privilege. Let's see.
Oh yeah, you may have seen the clips of these I don't know, these rich people coming into the universities to talk to the graduates, talking about AI, and they've been getting booed. You may have seen these clips. It was hilarious.
because basically college students have the impression that AI is going to take their jobs anyways. So
yeah,
and
So
these
they're all
people are
gonna be
promoting
sitting in their
AI.
mom's basement with no fucking job and no prospects. Welcome to the world, guys.
yeah.
Hope you
So
had
these
fun in
college students are basically claiming
That doesn't work for me, brother.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't work. Oh,
Yeah.
I get it. Meat wallet. Okay. Where's the beef? Okay. And that's right. American said, that's my favorite thing, Snow.
Yeah. So the Chamber of Progress, a lobbying group bankrolled by Amazon, Apple, Google, Meta, and OpenAI, is pushing the worst of the worst when it comes to big tech. It's pushing Colorado Governor Jared Polis to sign SB 26-051 into law. The bill would force operating system providers to harvest user dates of birth and pipe that data to app developers through an API every time you download or open an app. If Polis signs it, your phone's operating system becomes more of an identity checkpoint, not just for children, but for everybody. The bill landed on the governor's desk May 12th after clearing both chambers of the Colorado legislature, passing the House 40-23 and the Senate 26-9.
Now, I don't know
what they get out of it. Here's what they get out of it, Lady Alex. They get to know if your kid actually is honest and says, no, I'm not 18. Guess what? They're going to come after your kid. They're pedophiles. That's what they want age verification for.
Yeah.
Age verification is just an excuse to force people to link their ID.
Digital ID.
They want to eliminate anonymity. That is the ultimate goal.
I don't know if it's the same exact bill as the data center bill that was just brought up, but I know at least for that, Randy Fine voted for it, of course.
Of course he did, because he's a fucking bitch. And he sucks dick
for a fat one, a beast one.
Sponsored by Democratic Senator Matt Ball. So Matt Ball wrote this bill, Democrat.
So now we know who Crystal Ball's real husband is.
I was going to say, I don't think there's any relation to Crystal Ball, but it says Matt Ball here, Representative Amy Pascal. The legislation mirrors California's AB 1043 signed into law October 2025, with Colorado's version would start applying to new users on July 1st, 2028, with existing users folded in by January 1st, 2029.
Hey.
Or how about Matt Reckenball?
I was going to say, don't insult Ball.
Yeah.
He was an ancient god. He wasn't,
Crystal
when you set up a device.
God, he wasn't a demon.
And remember, Crystal Bow is so stupid.
Ball.
When you set up a device account, the OS asks for a date of birth. That data gets translated into one of four age brackets. Under 13, 13 to 15, 16 to 17, and 18 plus, and stored as an age signal. Developers are required to request that signal at first launch or your account creation through a real-time API. Every app you open gets to ask your operating system how old you are. The Chamber of Progress told Colorado lawmakers that the bill reflects an important effort to protect children online while minimizing risk to privacy and lawful speech. That's a total lie.
Fuck you. Yeah. You don't give a fuck about kids. You just want to rape them. Shut the fuck up. This is just literally what Snow said. It's to get us on CBDCs and digital IDs. Well, guess what? I had a company ask me for my driver's license, and I told them to go suck a dick.
You mean
paying my bills online ain't that fucking important. I'll fucking go back to checks and call in the phone if I have to.
You mean pussy, not dick.
Whatever. Suck a pussy then.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
So they claim that it's somehow protecting. Somehow this would protect privacy. How? I mean, you're literally asking everybody for their age. I wonder whether
your fucking business.
It's easy to get around this. Just lie about your date of birth. Like, there's no way they know the difference. I mean, it's a big waste of time. This bill.
Angel, just to let you know, Garrett Cole has pitched 2 scoreless innings. Just to let you know.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did see that he's coming back today after a year and a half on the mound.
Hey, I already made love to my guy about an hour or two ago.
By the way,
So-
I assume your dad was so happy about Massey losing, right?
Oh, I don't know.
assholes like
All I know is that he was watching the 5, right, on
Yeah.
Fox News, and they were sitting there going, how dare these people actually want to tax the rich? Can you imagine how awful that would be to tax
Yeah.
rich people? I mean, seriously, I can't even fathom the idea that people would want to tax the rich. Okay, wake up call. Venezuela and the Soviet Union didn't work. Like, whatever. I mean, it was so fucking stupid. I wanted to throw something at my fucking TV.
Your dad's gay or something?
No. This was the people on the 5. This was
I know.
Jesse
I know.
Morgan,
This,
the
the way you were
pedophiles on
talking,
the 5.
the way you were talking. That's why. I asked.
I was talking like
So
a
you-
valley girl, like whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
can you imagine these poor people want to actually tax rich people?
Yeah, you know.
I mean, when are people going to stick up for the fucking billionaires who can't make ends meet? How dare you?
Oh,
This is
God.
how they
Yeah.
talked.
Greta
And I
So,
really wanted to throw
you
something at
guarantee-
the TV.
You guarantee that people like Owen Schroyer is going to get money because he went to jail because January 6th. So he's going to get money.
I do follow him though. I mean, I do like his content, so that's just me.
Let's
Pornhub.
see.
Oh.
Someone said about Pornhub that Pornhub asks you if you're 18.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay.
I don't go on Pornhub.
That framing.
Maybe your husband does.
I don't know what my husband does. I don't think my husband likes that shit. he likes the real thing, baby.
That framing collapses under the weight of the bill constructs. It calls age bracket data non-personally identifiable, but an age bracket combined with a device ID, app usage patterns, and IP makes re-identification trivial. When the signal flows to dozens of apps at launch, the aggregate profile becomes far richer than any data point suggests. Let's see. The bill also makes anonymous device use functionally harder. If an account setup requires an age attestation that follows you every app, you lose the ability to use the software without disclosing something about your identity. That has consequences for journalists, activists, domestic violence survivors, and anyone who treats privacy as a default. The bill never specifies.
Do the default like I do at my job. January 1st, 1990. That's when I was born, bitch. You don't like it? Go suck a dick or pussy. I don't care.
My sister was actually born on the 23rd of that year.
Oh, okay. Well,
The bill never specifies how age data is verified. Account holders just indicate a birth date and may not have an ID check or biometric scan, at least for now. But a 12-year-old can type 1988 and the system accepts it. That's what I'm saying. Just lie about your age. What difference does it make if you're in Colorado? Just for now,
we were 2 years old.
Yeah. What difference does it make? Because there's no way to verify it. You just say.
Remember Hillary? What difference at this point does it make?
I mean, my son, I will teach my son how to lie about his age. But he ain't got a phone, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, as a mechanism for protecting children, this is useless, and everyone involved in writing it know that. What it does accomplish is something else entirely. It builds the architecture, the API data pipeline legal obligation for developers to query an age signal at every app launch. Once that plumbing exists, the only question is what gets poured through it. So the whole point is to set up the infrastructure, not to actually enforce it, for now at least. I mean, down the line, to definitely enforce it, but the self-reported birth date is a placeholder. When legislators eventually point out that kids are lying about their age, which the system is designed to let them do.
Oh, you don't say.
The fix will be ID uploads, biometric verification, or both. The bill does not protect children.
What's funny about that meme, the Nicolas Cage, you don't say, is that he actually never said that in that scene.
Well, here's the thing, though. They don't really give a fuck about your kids, and your kids are going to lie. And these people, well, we have to take a picture of your face. How about you go suck a dick? Because you ain't getting my fucking face so you can jack off to it while you're sucking off some other guy. Fuck you.
The bill doesn't protect children from anything today. It lays the groundwork for mandatory identity verification tomorrow, and it does so without ever having to make the argument openly. And when the system misfires in its current form, no one's held accountable. Section 6-30-1042 gives OS operators and app stores a good faith safe harbor, meaning that an adult incorrectly flagged as a minor who loses access to content has no real recourse. So if Apple or Google accidentally act like you're underage, there's nothing you can do about it. You're screwed in Colorado. Requiring Apple and Google to collect, store, and distribute age data makes them custodians of a sensitive data set, trying age to device identity or tying age to device identity. The bill includes data minimization language, but the structural reality is the two companies gain a legally mandated role as age gatekeepers for the entire state's population. A breach of that data would be consequential. Well, yeah, because they have all their birthdays. The Chamber of Progress knows what it's endorsing. A law requiring OS level age signals doesn't threaten Apple and Google. It cements their dominance, handing them a statutory mandate to manage personal data while creating compliance costs smaller competitors absorb less easily. Let's see.
Here's what this is. This is they can get information on your kid if your kid is stupid enough to not lie about it, and they can literally track your kid and make sure that they can't get on what they. I mean, I'm gonna go Amish. I mean, seriously, the Amish have those flip phones with just talk and text. Fuck it. I don't need to be on the fucking internet. Fuck the internet.
Yeah, the bill builds an infrastructure that changes the baseline expectation and anonymity when using computing device, and the companies lobbying for it are the one who profits from holding the keys. So, yeah, let's see here. It's like they're creating the Cyberpunk 2077 world right here, openly, because there's corporations will dominate this world, and they'll be the new government if this keeps up.
Don't forget how that game launched.
It's a disaster, yeah, but yeah, it's like they're creating the Cyberpunk 2077 world right in front of us, and nobody really noticed.
That they kill us all in like the 2020 or 2030 thing. You will own nothing, be happy, eat the bugs, and then we'll kill you. Because rich people think you're cockroaches, people.
That's how Sony's been acting lately with the PS5.
What, that we're all cockroaches?
No, that they've been making so many bad policies lately. That with that you own nothing and be happy. That's what they've been doing.
Yeah. Klaus Schwab said it into a camera, so believe him. The goal is Depop. That's right, Snow. Yep. They want about 250,000, and this is why I get like so pissed off at people. Oh my gosh, Ted Turner died. Oh, what a horrible thing. Go fuck yourselves. Ted Turner was a piece of shit. He hated poor people. He said he would like to see the world only about 250 to 300 million humans in this fucking world because he's a fucking piece of shit and a eugenics.
It's like the
rest in piss, you fucking asshole.
Yeah, it's like the Georgia Guidestones. Whoever put that up said the population should be 500 million.
Right.
So, yeah, so that's been a plan for decades now. They're just waiting to implement it.
And stupid fucking poor people, like people who watch Fox News and CNN and MSNBC, literally are fucking falling for it. Those rich people don't give a fuck about you. Stop watching them.
So this is from the Seattle Times. In closed-door talks, the U.S. demands a major role in Greenland. So
I can't believe we're still talking about Greenland. Like, what the
Nobody's noticing this because we're all focused on Iran in the Middle East. Nobody's noticing this secret attempt to take over Greenland from the U.S.
And poor Iran didn't do anything.
No.
Well, yeah. With the conflict in Iran still smoldering, President Donald Trump's obsession with Greenland seems to be a forgotten sideshow.
What is he obsessed with?
It's like, did you ever see American Pie where he fucks the pie? That's Donald Trump in Greenland. The pie is Greenland.
But for the past 4 months, negotiators from the United States, Greenland, and Denmark, not the Dutch, which controls Greenland's foreign affairs, have been holding confidential talks in Washington about Greenland's future. Why is the Dutch actually entertaining this and negotiating with the U.S.?
The only Dutch I know is Dutch Vanderlyn.
Yeah.
I think they're maybe they think that they can get more money? I don't know. Are they in financial trouble? Is that why they're
Maybe they're
entertaining
trying to maybe they're trying to sell Greenland to the U.S. secretly. I don't know because it seems like why are they
us? Hey,
entertaining this? They want to
we
keep
have.
Greenland.
Do you have some money? I need to get high. What the fuck? What are you
Because I
down
got
on your
high.
bills or
Because I
something?
got high. Because I got high. Da, da, da,
Yeah, I
da,
don't
da,
think
da.
I'm not sure if they're afraid Trump is going to attack Greenland, but he's bluffing. He's not going to attack an ally.
Why?
So
I mean, well, also, why would he attack there anyway when it's such a
Is he
small
afraid? Are they
place?
afraid that he'll take all the Dutch wooden shoes
I don't know
or the
why
Danish?
unless they're trying to sell Greenland. I don't know why they're entertaining this. The talks were meant to give Trump
I
an
mean, it's
off
full of
ramp to
ice,
his
right?
threat.
That's why they named it Greenland because it's full of ice, and they named Iceland
Yeah,
Iceland because it's green. I don't know. It's just a myth, I guess.
the off ramp to his threats of a military takeover of Greenland to scale back crisis that risk breaking apart the NATO alliance. Oh, by the way, if NATO breaks up, that's a good thing.
Yes, exactly.
But
I'm leaving.
that's why I wanted Trump to invade Greenland. That's the only reason why, because I know it would break up the NATO alliance. So, but Greenlandic leaders are worried about what's being proposed, which is a much larger U.S. role in the Arctic island, and they fear that if the conflict with Iran winds down, the president will swing his aggression back on them. Some Greenlandic politicians said they circled a date on their calendars to be wary of, June 14th, which is Trump's birthday. By the way, June 13th is the big UFC fight in the White House. So
Oh
the
my
big
God.
UFC show.
I'll make sure I
They
miss it.
an investigation by the New York Times based on interviews with officials in Washington,
It's
Copenhagen.
Don't worry, you'll see Donald Trump in the front row jacking off. He loves
what's
UFC.
What's his name?
Mhm.
The Irish fighter. I can't get his name right
Conor,
now.
you talking about Conor McGregor?
Yeah, is he fighting in that?
I know he's coming out of retirement to fight, but I'm not sure if it's on that show. In
Oh
the future.
yeah.
It might
Speaking of
be.
which, how about that fight with Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano?
That I'm telling you, that
won?
was set up. Ronda Rousey in like 17 seconds. So I'm
Yeah.
telling you, that
Okay,
fight was
so
worked.
the other girl, Gina, took a dive. All right, good enough.
Yeah, it was definitely worked.
Like you hyped all that. You hyped it up all for that, really?
Yeah, it was basically a takedown. Ronda Rousey threw some fake punches, transitioned into an armbar, and that was it. She tapped out.
It was like a squash match.
Yeah, essentially, it was
Yeah,
like
but
it
I
was
didn't
fixed.
see what's his name, Oba Femi. Dude, they're not doing well with him. It's like squash match after squash match. No, give the dude some real talent.
Well, now now he has Brock again. So there you go.
Yeah, well, now they're going to turn around and give Oba the treatment of, well, now Oba's going to look like a fucking pussy.
Triple Fraud just loves destroying the company.
Well, the problem is that he's head of creative. He's not really the booker. Jim Cornette was talking about that.
No, it's Ari Emanuel and Mark Shapiro. They're the ones that ultimately make most of the decisions anyway.
Right. So it's actually TKO that we have to blame for all this horse shit.
Yeah. An investigation by the New York Times based on official interviews in Washington, Copenhagen, Denmark, and Greenland has discovered the United States is trying to modify a long-standing military arrangement to ensure U.S. troops can stay in Greenland indefinitely. Even if Greenland becomes independent, the notion is basically a forever clause, and the Greenlanders do not like it. Well, unfortunately, you're going to have to take it up the ass because the United States will stay in any country. Because once the United States puts a military base in your country, they're staying. They're not going anywhere. So you have to deal with it. The United States has pushed the talks beyond military matters and wants effective veto power over any major investment in deals in Greenland to box out competitors like Russia and China. Greenlanders and the Danish strongly object to this. The United States is discussing cooperation with Greenland on natural resources. The island is loaded with oil, uranium, and rare earths and other critical minerals. Though much of it is buried deep under Greenland's ice. That's what it's all about.
That's why Trump is obsessed with Greenland. We just want their resources. We just want to rape and pillage.
The United States is literally the modern day pirates. Like, we just take everything. We did it in Venezuela. We're going to do it in Cuba. Cuba doesn't have natural resources, I don't think. We're doing it in Greenland, that's for sure. We're doing it in Iran. They have a shit ton of oil. So, and other
remember, this is the evidence right here. This is the evidence.
Yeah. The Pentagon is rapidly moving ahead on plans for military expansion and recently sent a Marine Corps officer to Narsudak a town in the southern Greenland, to expect World War II era airport in the harbor and places U.S. troops to be housed. So they're going to reopen a World War II airport? Like, that must be abandoned for decades over there. The American demands are so steep, Greenlandic officials fear that they amount to a major imposition on their sovereignty. Despite all the talk from the U.S. officials that Greenland future is up to 57,000 people, Greenlandic officials say American demands will tie their hands for generations. If the Americans get everything they want, a member of Greenland Parliament said, blah, 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 there will never be any real independence. We might as well raise our own flag halfway, he said. That's what happened in Puerto Rico. What? I mean, Puerto Rico can never be independent.
So you're gonna be like the French and like literally give up and just go, okay, we're sorry. I can't do it.
Just like the progressives, you know.
Yeah, the U.S.
We give up. I can't do it. I can't do an accent.
Or as Jimmy Dore would say, okay, I'm a cuck.
The U.S.
That's
State
what
Department.
It sounds like these people are just like hat in hand. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, the U.S. State Department. It's like there's no way that Denmark is going to do anything militarily to the U.S. So they're kind of stuck, just like Iran was right before the invasion. So I said very little about negotiations, but they're spearheaded by one of Secretary of State Marco Rubio's top advisors, Michael Needham. General George M. Gulliat, the head of the Pentagon's Northern Command, described in recent interviews that the broader American vision is to defend the Arctic, an area of increased geopolitical competition as climate change melts polar ice and opens up what once been one of the world's inaccessible regions. Gulliat said Greenland will be part of a chain of interlinking radar stations to military bases, which includes sites in Alaska and Canada. He said the U.S. military needs a deep water port and a base for special operations soldiers who will rotate through Greenland for training and exercises. Gulliat said this could be done through the defense pact the United States signed with Denmark in 1951, which Greenland was still a Danish colony. The pact has been jumping off point for current negotiations, and Greenlandic and Danish officials originally tried to argue that the agreement gave the United States such a free hand for forces in Greenland there was no need to take over the island. Negotiators have met about 5 times in Washington since January, when Trump threatened to seize Greenland, saying that was essential to American national security, though he eventually backed down has since been absorbed in the conflict in Iran. The White House indicated he is still deeply interested in Greenland. Of course he is. But his primary focus is in Iran right now.
Your goal.
So,
I agree with that.
Yeah, the Greenlandic... So the Greenlandic, Danish, and U.S. negotiations involved in the talks hope that they can reach a deal that the Mercurial president will accept. Officials familiar with the discussion says, hold on. What the hell is Mercurial? Mercurial, Roman mythology of relating to the god Mercury, or of relating to the planet Mercury.
It was Hermes. You were Greek. It's Greek, but then he became, when Roman soldiers took over Greece, they're all their gods. So Hermes became your Mercury.
This right here is a real what I'm looking for. Having the characteristics of eloquence, shrewdness, swiftness, and the thievishness attributed to the god Mercury. So this is the real what he means by that when he says Mercurial here. The accounts made clear that there was still some distance to go. The officials who spoke to the Times asked not to be identified because of the sensitivity of the continuing negotiations. Dylan Johnson, blah, 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 said in a statement that the national security economic concern laid out by the president are undisputed by all parties who will continue to negotiate, address those concerns on a permanent basis. Quote, this is not a president who allows problems to go unsolved for future presidents to deal with, unquote. But it wasn't a problem. Trump made it a problem when he claimed to take over Greenland. So it wasn't an issue. Greenlanders
Hermes was the god of boundaries, roads, travelers, merchants, thieves, athletes, shepherds, commerce, speed, cunning language, to name a few. He became Mercury when the Rome took over.
I messed up here. Hold on. Where is it? Here we go. Failed Greenland leaders feel they've been pressured to make other concessions that they have very little leverage in the talks. Well, yeah, because you're not really a country. So it really is a talk between the Danish and the United States here. None of this is fair, said Pipaluk Lange, the chairman of the Greenlandic Parliament's Foreign Affairs Committee. It feels very all or nothing. The best outcome is simply not to be invaded or controlled. Vivian Muntzfeldt, Greenland's former foreign minister, another member of the parliament, said that if the wars in Iran and Ukraine end, it could spell trouble for Greenland. She fears Trump would return to obsession, and Russia would also shift to the Arctic, a long strategic priority for Moscow. So,
Boy, no wonder these names are hard. Holy crap. Vivian was that fact.
Muntzfeldt. Yeah, so yeah, the Greenlanders are afraid that if the war in Iran and Ukraine end, all of a sudden they're going to be on the chopping block for not only Washington but for Moscow too. So let's see, yeah. So Trump is still obsessed with Greenland, and once the war ends, my suspicion is that Trump's going to try to take Greenland, or at least
Actually,
threaten
off
to
with their
again.
heads, but that's just me.
So we were talking about the selective service and the a possible return in the draft.
Not so selective, is it?
Yeah, senators proposed to head off automatic draft registration by repealing the selective service. Okay, so why didn't you do this decades ago? Like, instead, now Democrats are doing it now when Trump is trying to revive the draft, basically.
Every single fucking time.
Yeah, they could have codified Roe versus Wade. They didn't do it. Obama said it wasn't a priority, even though he promised it. The first thing he would do if he was elected. So then once he was elected, it's not a priority. It's like now
And
Roe versus
again,
Wade
they
been
want our
overturned.
kids to die for rich people.
Yeah, that's why Trump's trying to bring back the draft. That's why doing this.
I say we send Trump Jr.
It.
Yeah.
Whoops.
And his granddaughter, I don't remember her name right now.
Kai?
Yeah,
Trump?
Kai. Yeah.
She's pretending to be an influencer on Instagram now.
Yeah.
So that's what she's doing.
Yeah.
The bills already has the endorsement of dozens. Wait, I think. Oh, here we go. May 14, Senators Ron Wyden, Rand Paul, and Cynthia Lummis, 2 Republicans and 1 Democrat, reintroduced the Selective Service Repeal Act. The bill has the endorsement of dozens of peace and anti-war groups, draft resistors, and religious organizations, anti-war feminists, and civil libertarians. The bipartisan bill to abolish the selective service system, the SSS. That's not really a good abbreviation. And the end of preparation.
It's not the SS.
Yeah, it sounds like it almost. At the end preparation for a military draft have been proposed in each session of Congress since 2019, but has yet to get a hearing or floor vote in either the House or the Senate. The timing of the bill is more critical than ever unless Congress takes action before December 18, 2026 deadline. The SSS will start collecting data from other federal agencies to try to automatic register potential draftees automatically. The White House is currently reviewing regulations to implement that change in the draft law, which was buried in the annual defense bill enacted December 2025. The garbage in, garbage out process, automated involuntary registration, will produce a list that is complete, accurate, or fit for the purpose of reliably and provably delivering induction orders. But it will allow war planners to continue to pretend that a draft is available as a fallback, so they don't have to consider whether enough Americans will fight the wars they're planning. Even if they prove bloodier.
No, if I go to war, I want that motherfucker Don Jr. to go with me. Because I'll kill that motherfucker anyway.
Whether enough Americans will fight the wars they're planning, even if they prove bloodier than expected, it will produce a list that is vulnerable to misuse and weaponization. If a war is worth fighting, Congress will vote to declare it, and the people will volunteer, Senator Paul said in reintroducing the Selective Service Repeal Act. According to Senator Wyden, the Selective Service is an outdated program that costs millions of taxpayers' dollars to prepare for military drafts that Americans don't want nor need. There's no need to replicate the same draft that sent 2 million unwilling young men to die to war 50 years ago. So referring to Vietnam, that was the last time the draft was instituted. So, the attempt to automatic draft.
I hate to break this to you guys, but the rich don't give a fuck. That's why I say I'm not going unless another rich motherfucking kid or grandkid is going with me. Because again, I'm going to put them in front of me and act like they are my shield. I would rather them sacrifice them fucking selves for fucking Israel than me.
Yeah, the attempt to automatic draft registration will inevitably, I can't read that word right now, be a fiasco. The only way to head it off is to end draft registration entirely. That won't happen unless Congress feels public pressure soon. In the past, the Selective Service Appeal Act has received significant bipartisan support in the House, but as of now, it's been reintroduced only in the Senate and the current Congress. Opponents of the draft should push the representatives to sponsor a House version of the bill as soon as possible. By the way, where are the progressives in the House not introducing this bill? Like the AOCs and the Rashida Tlaibs and the Ilhan Homars and
Too busy
that
sucking
new
dick.
Yeah, they're not introducing this bill in the House.
And
That's
AOC
the first ones.
AOC has been turning more and more to the right as of late, which is crazy.
I'm sure she's too busy fucking kids.
She's trying to run for president. That's why she's moving toward the center. That's
They've
obvious
anointed
because
her.
yeah,
she's the new pedophile in chief.
Yeah, she's not going to win because she'll be the Bernie Sanders of this cycle. So she'll come in, be the progressive. She'll lose and endorse Gavin Newsom eventually.
Oh yeah, and Hassan Piker. Everyone's calling out Hassan Piker as of late.
Why? Whose dick did he suck?
No,
the Zionist progressives. Even though he
didn't he like endorse a Zionist over an actual anti-Zionist progressive or something?
He did.
Because he claimed that the anti-Zionist was anti-Semitic.
Ridiculous. The Democrat from Texas, is that, or was it Texas?
I think it was. Yeah. I didn't pay attention to it.
And she actually called out Hassan Piker for that, which was pretty funny.
Black is white, up is down. You know, there's no gray area anymore.
So
war is peace.
But as of now, it's been reintroduced. Blah blah. The Selective Service Repeal Act is unlikely to be enacted as a standalone bill, especially in Congress. There probably stands a chance of approval only if it's included in the National Defense Authorization Act for fiscal year 2027. So it's critical to find members of the House and Senate Armed Services Committee who will introduce the Selective Service Repeal Act as an amendment to the NDAA while the NDAA is still in committee. Oh, so they wanted to sneak it into the NDAA and hope that nobody notices, basically.
Because they don't give a fuck. Well, I ain't going to war, so if you don't like it, you can go suck a dick. Leave my kid alone.
How many of those is that now, Steph?
At least 10 to 15.
But
I don't see Kieran in the chat, so I don't know who's keeping score.
So I think we're too old to be drafted because you're 40 and I'm about to be 40, so I think we're too old.
Baby boy, I don't care. They could take us anyway because they don't care.
Draft registration failed, but the hapless Selective Service system and its networks of undertrained and unready draft boards have lingered zombie-like for decades. Automatic registration won't work and will cause new problems. Tell Congress it's time to end draft registration entirely and stop pretending that Americans would accept or comply with any sort of military draft. So, by the way,
remember, now it's not the time.
You're right, Sean. Ukraine people took 55 plus. So, again,
Ukraine ran out of troops, so they had to take older people and retards. So that's the only way. That's the situation.
I understand that. I'm just saying, like, the rich don't care. They want us all to. This is how it's still in the chat. This is how they depopulate. How else would they do it? Get us all to fucking fight for Israel and die.
So
that's Emma Viglin's favorite country, by the way, Ukraine.
Yeah, I'm sure she blows them.
So when I was 18, the first thing they gave me when I was a senior is a piece of like one of those piece of papers to register to vote and to for the Selective Service. So I signed up for that. So I had no choice. So let's see here.
Selective Service SS. You can sign up for the SS. It's nothing. It's literally like Germany back in the 30s. Welcome to the SS.
Yep. So Trump says he decided to hold off on plans to attack Iran on Tuesday due to requests from Gulf Arab state allies.
Oh God.
President Trump sent out a post on Truth Social. What did he actually say? Hold on. So here we go.
God.
He claims.
Here we go again. Another childish post, long post from Trump.
So, quote, I had been asked by the
Oh,
Emir of
look who's
Qatar.
joined.
Oh God,
uh,
goddess. Sorry.
Oops. What the hell? Cancel.
Yeah.
I've been asked
You
by
will
the
owe
Emir of
nothing, be happy,
Qatar.
eat some bugs, and then you'll die in a war that you don't give a fuck. That you
Yeah.
will literally die for Israel in a war that you didn't ask
Some,
for.
I've been asked by the Emir of Qatar, Tabin al Hamad al Thani, the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman al Saud, and the President of the United Arab Emirates, Mohammed bin Zayed al Nahyan, to hold off on our planned military attack on the Islamic Republic of Iran, which was scheduled for tomorrow. And that serious
And
negotiation has
I
now
sucked
taken
off the
place.
Saudi prince because him and I are buddies. Ugh.
Which had been scheduled for tomorrow, and a serious negotiation now taking place, and that, in their opinion, as great leaders and allies, the deal will be made, which will be very acceptable to the United States of America, as well as countries in the Middle East and beyond. This deal will include, importantly, no nuclear weapons for Iran,
God, I
even though they didn't
fucking
have
hate it
them.
when he does that.
Based on my respect of the above-mentioned leaders, I've instructed the Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, the third-string
Oh, the
Fox
drunk.
News host, the chairman and
And the
joint chiefs of
pedophile.
staff, General Daniel Kane, in the United States military, that we will not be doing the scheduled attack of Iran tomorrow, but have further instructed them to be prepared to go forward with a full large-scale assault of Iran on a moment's notice, in the event that acceptable deal is not reached. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President Donald J. Trump. So there you
Trump,
go. On
they
Truth
should
Social.
they should do to Trump what they did to Joe Pesci's character in Goodfellas.
I know what you're
Oh,
talking about.
Vince, you keep my son's name out your mouth. You come near my son, you will see the devil, my friend. I'm kidding. I'm
All right,
messing
so I
with you.
read that
I know you
part.
wouldn't do it. Though.
Read that part. So Trump said the
Don't make
Arab
me come
states
over there,
requested.
Vince.
Yeah, I read that part too in
I
the
fuck
tweet
you up.
earlier in the day. A senior U.S. official told House reporter Barack Ravid that Iran's latest response to negotiations being mediated by Pakistan was unacceptable to the U.S. because Tehran isn't caving to U.S. demands. The official warned that new U.S. strikes on Iran were likely. It is time for the Iranians to throw a bit of candy out. We need some real sturdy and granular conversation. If that's
No,
not
let
going to
Iran deal
happen,
with their own shit, asshole.
we will have conversation through bombs. Will be ashamed, U.S. official said. So, yeah, the Iranians are not. They're being obstinate. They're not. They're not giving in.
Oh my god.
So it's very likely it's going to be new bombings of Iran rather soon.
Excuse me, I have to go throw up now. Ew.
Okay. Let's
No, I
see.
meant over Vince's comments.
I know, I
Ugh.
saw it. Let's see. So let's
Or
get to
you
this.
can
This is
kiss
very
his ass
interesting.
instead.
Again, I think I'm gonna go vomit now.
This is very interesting
Put my
here.
mouth a little bit.
The United States is again helping Russia. This time, the U.S. Treasury issues temporary 30-day general license to provide access to Russian oil. Why? Because Trump attacked Iran, and now we don't have oil. So now they're again buying from Russia. Congratulations. Let's see.
Somehow we hate Russia because Russia did something that we did. Imagine that.
They attacked Ukraine,
And
now
also,
all of a sudden,
Putin is apparently an evil guy, even though he has a very high approval rating in Russia. So,
I mean, he's not a nice guy, but I wouldn't say he's exactly evil.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a pragmatic leader who allegedly kills journalists, even though there's no evidence for it.
Allegedly.
Yeah, so that's why allegedly. Yeah, so according to the U.S., he kills a bunch of journalists who oppose him. But the United States have done that too, or tried to do that with journalists.
Will you two stop it? Okay, sorry.
The extension will provide additional flexibility, and we will work with these nations to provide specific licenses as needed, says Secretary Besson.
That guy stutters a lot. He can't complete. He can't
he's like,
complete sentences.
That's all, folks.
Yeah, so this makes no sense. He's like,
ew! Don't you dare call yourself that, Vince. I'll come over there and whoop you.
U.S.
Right,
Secretary.
stop it. You're making me vomit, y'all. In the chat.
U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent announced Monday that the department will issue a temporary 30-day general license to allow Russian oil stranded at sea.
Oh, are you kidding me? They're literally coming on themselves. Hey, we get to bother Russia again? They've been taking oil this whole time from Russia. Now they're just going to ramp it up.
The United States is kind of full of shit when it comes to Russia because they did threaten to attack Russia if they gave oil to Cuba, but eventually they gave in and allowed the oil to go in. And now they're full of shit here as well because they're buying Russian oil again, even though technically there's an embargo on Russian oil. This extension will provide additional flexibilities. We will work with blah, blah, blah. He said that. Besson also framed the move as part of a broader geopolitical effort to redirect discounted Russian crude away from major strategic competitors, particularly China. This general license will also stabilize the physical crude market and will ensure oil reaches the most. Look at this part. Ensures oil reaches the most energy vulnerable countries. How about Cuba? You guys are doing a literal blockade of Cuba. So what are you talking about? And they need the oil. And it will also help reroute existing supply to countries in most need by reducing China's ability to stockpile discounted oil. So there you go. Oh, wow.
When the name baby goes into it, nope, sorry. You lost all my credibility.
So we're buying Russian oil again. It would be easier to do this. Just keep U.S. oil and sell U.S. oil here in the U.S. That will stabilize the market. But no, or at least the U.S. market. But no, we have to sell it around the world because oil companies have to make more money than they would here in the U.S.
Yeah, and fuck you, poor people.
So gas prices are like $4.50 here in New Jersey, and apparently our governor here is refusing to cancel the gas tax we have here. So that's why prices are even higher than what they were in other states. So yeah, fuck you,
again,
Mike.
it's so funny how MAGA complained about gas prices going up under Biden, but now they love it under Trump.
Oh yes, Daddy Trump.
Some of them,
yes, I'll suck your dick.
Some of them are claiming that they're willing to pay the higher prices because we got to stop Iran from getting a nuclear weapon. So
they never were going to have one. If you are stupid like that, then you deserve to be fucking extinct.
Yeah. It's very similar to what liberals did under Biden when higher gas prices. Well, I'm willing to pay higher gas prices because of Ukraine. Because of Ukraine, we got to stop Russia from taking Ukraine. So,
I said the same thing to the blue MAGA too.
Yeah.
If you're fucking stupid enough to believe all that shit and pay the higher prices, then you deserve to be extinct. You deserve to own nothing, be happy, eat bugs.
The Court Lord says gas price is $6.18 in Washington or Washington State. So
we pay a lot of gas tax. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, New Jersey, we have a gas tax. They don't want us
to have anything. They want everything to be. It's probably for this Go Green shit that they started a long time ago.
Yeah, it's a blue state.
Green, so we're going to tax gas. How about you go fuck yourselves?
Yeah, these are blue states, that are insisting on gas taxes over the green stuff they're trying to push. Let's see. Lavrov says Moscow did not see U.S. proposals on Iran nuclear settlement, but are ready to facilitate. So the Russians want to facilitate a deal between the Iranians.
$3.95 for Pennsylvania average gas.
So we're like $4.50 here in New Jersey. Russian foreign minister argues that Iran has full rights to enrich uranium for peaceful purposes under non-proliferation treaty. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said Monday that Moscow has not seen any U.S. proposals regarding a reported new settlement plans for Iran's nuclear program, but reiterated readiness to help facilitate a compromise between Washington and Tehran if both sides are interested. Addressing a news conference in Moscow, Lavrov said that he saw media reports claiming correspondence taking place between U.S. and Iran through Pakistani mediators or through other channels. I cannot confirm the accuracy of the information. We have not trying to insert ourselves into the negotiation process. We wish this process success. He stressed that President Vladimir Putin had repeatedly told U.S., Israeli, Iranian representatives that Moscow could play a quote-unquote constructive role if requested by both parties. Lavrov argued that Russia played a decisive role in achieving the 2015 agreement on Iran's nuclear program, particularly on resolving issues surrounding enriched uranium stockpiles. This was the Iran nuclear deal that Obama did back in 2015, which Trump ripped up soon he was elected. We are ready to do this now as well, he said, specifically since the nuclear aspect of the settlement, judging by reports in the information we receive, is once again coming to the forefront. According to Lavrov, Russia's position remains that Iran is signatory to the Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons, has a legitimate right to enrich uranium for peaceful nuclear energy purposes under the supervision of the International Atomic Energy Agency, or the IAEA. The basic principle that Iran, like any other state party to the NPT, has full rights to enrich uranium for peaceful energy purposes. He noted that the 2015 nuclear deal, Iran accepted more intrusive inspections by the IAEA as part of additional transparency measures, but argued that the accord was later destroyed after U.S. President Donald Trump withdrew from it during his first term. Yeah, he just destroyed it because Obama did it. Although in his absence, Iran should now have the same rights as other members of the Non-Proliferation Treaty without any additional demands. At the same time, he said Moscow would support any mutually acceptable arrangement reached by Washington and Tehran. So, in other words, if Washington forces a deal on Iran, basically saying they cannot enrich uranium, the Russians are fine with it, basically. So, yeah, that's not good. So, what a great ally Russia is to Iran. Let's see. The Islamic Republic decides voluntarily as a gesture of goodwill to limit certain aspects of its absolutely legitimate peaceful nuclear program. And if this helps achieve sustainable long-term peace, then we will, of course, like any other normal country, only welcome it, he said. Commenting on the Bushehr nuclear power plant, Lavrov said that the facility had never been under subject to sanctions and remained outside the framework of the 2015 agreement. The issue concerns no one except the Russian Federation and the Islamic Republic of Iran, he said, adding that the work on additional power units at the plant was continuing. Lavrov added that personnel from Rostom had begun returning to the site after some employees were temporarily evacuated during the recent U.S.-Israeli strikes near the facility. So, yeah, in other words, Russia wants an agreement no matter what, and damn, anything else. Let's see. Interesting. So we forgot about this name for a while. Kilmar Brego Garcia. He has not been in the news much lately. But U.S. judge dismisses human smuggling case against Kilmar Brego Garcia by Trump administration. I'm grateful today that justice has taken a step forward. Blah blah blah. The federal judge dismissed the criminal human smuggling case Friday that was brought against Kilmar Brego Garcia by the Trump administration. U.S. District Court Judge Waverly Crenshaw, that's an interesting name, wrote that the Department of Homeland Security failed to address the presumption of vindictiveness. Yeah, I think it means victims, but vindictiveness.
By the way,
Brought
Angel,
by the-
I sent you a clip later on whenever you want to look at it.
Okay. Brought to the court by Rio Garcia that claimed the agency reopened the closed investigation of a November 2022 traffic stop, and that the state of Tennessee tying him to human smuggling operation as a vindictive motive because of Brego's successful lawsuit against the Trump administration. Because the presumptive of vindictiveness remains unrebutted, the indictment must be dismissed, said Crenshaw. Braille Garcia was not charged or arrested during a traffic stop in which Tennessee state troopers questioned him about the suspicions of human trafficking because 9 people were traveling in the vehicle without luggage before letting him go. Instead of investigating the number 2022 traffic stop to identify who was responsible for human smuggling, U.S. Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche started the investigation to implicate Abrego, wrote Crenshaw. Blanche did so to justify the executive branch's decision to remove him to El Salvador, adding Crenshaw referring to the initial March 2025 mistaken deportation of Abrego Garcia to El Salvador, which started a firestorm of media coverage and Trump administration defied court orders to return to the U.S. And instead tried to justify his unconstitutional deportation by accusing him of being a member of the El Salvadorian gang MS-13. Justice is a big word, an even bigger promise to fulfill. I'm grateful today that justice is taking a step forward, Rio Garcia said in a statement released by the immigrant advocacy group CASA, which represents him. The Justice Department released a statement criticizing the ruling. Quote, another activist judge has placed politics above public safety. The judge's order is wrong and dangerous, and we will appeal, an agency spokesperson said in a statement. So it's not over yet. They're going to appeal. I'm sure that the Court of Appeals will overturn this and allow the administration to try him. Hopefully I'm wrong, but we'll see. We'll keep on it.
Take a look at the clip now.
Let's see. Let's see here. What is this?
Just another example of why Hassan Piker has just gone. He continues to go.
It's a bait. This is
So real quick, Jen Huger's nephew, and then we'll move on.
this is what it is. This is what it is. It's a bait. I eat the bait, hook, line, and sinker, and then immediately this guy's like, "See, I fucking got you, dude." I'm
What is
sorry,
he talking about? Sucking dicks?
but if you think this dude,
I don't know.
Eating dicks? Is that what he's falling for? What?
He's defending
What are you talking
Destiny.
about, dude?
He's defending Destiny, the pedophile, because
Yeah.
to dunk on anti-Zionists. So
Well, I guess
is
that means he's a
doing
pedophile.
tireless advocacy,
yeah,
doing the work.
Well, for
Okay,
it.
go listen to him try to fucking defend his positions on a sex pest Zionist broadcast. Okay,
but yeah, Destiny is also a pedophile. So
Yeah.
I didn't want to bring this up, but buddy, let me tell you,
They're all
okay,
pedophiles.
you didn't do a great
Pedophiles
job.
all stick together.
You got fucking owned by an Israel dick riding pedophile. How do you think that looked for the cause? Your desperation to fucking clout chase caused you to get literally owned by a moronic Wikipedia article summarizing pedophilic Zionist.
Well, thank you for coming out as a pedophile there,
Dumb
Hassan
fuck.
Piker.
Yeah,
When your uncle
so
wants to fuck a horse. Thank you.
he's
Thank
also
you.
supporting Destiny, who's a pedophile. So
Yeah.
let's see, because he's literally a pedophile because he got caught
Yeah.
talking to teenage girls. So
Yeah.
let's see here.
He's fucking women again?
Hey.
Wow.
Also, don't forget Mr. Borelli. Mr. Borelli.
So, whoops, hold on. I gotta share my screen. Let's see. Cuba's president warned that the U.S. attack will cause bloodbath. The comments from President Miguel Diaz-Canal came as the U.S. is setting a pretext for war on the island nation. Let's see. So the history behind this is JFK set up the embargo because of their support of the Russians, and the Russians put bomb missiles and Cuba, which led to the Cuban Missile Crisis, which the U.S. was willing to nuke and destroy the world over that. So, or at least not Kennedy, but the U.S. military, basically, which is why Kennedy was
That's why
fighting
they
them.
killed Kennedy, because they
Yeah.
wanted to get rid of all the poor people.
Yeah, the commander. So the military wanted to oppose their own commander in chief over their desperate attempt to try to bomb Russia to end the world. Basically, ridiculous. It was just absurd. Cuban President Miguel Diaz-Canal said Monday that blah, 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 any bloodbath and warning comes as a potential U.S. official set up pretext for war. The threats of military
I
aggression
mean,
against
it's no
Cuba.
offense, but you drive like a stuntman. Jesus Christ. Sorry.
He nearly killed himself in that crash, too.
I'm
the
telling
world's
you,
greatest-
I thought it was a stunt crash W or something.
Yeah, and
Damn,
he got and in court he got one of the biggest sweetheart deals ever. All he had to
Of
do was pay
course, he's a
$1,000.
rich dude.
He had to pay $1,000 to a charity of his choice, and he had non-reporting probation for a year. And he doesn't do anything wrong, then the case is dismissed pretty much. So yeah, he got one of the biggest sweetheart deals I've ever seen.
He could have killed that woman, and literally
yeah.
they would have given a slap on the wrist. Oh, good job for killing a poor person. Oh, for heaven's sake.
$1,000 to charity. That's like a joke. He's a billionaire, you know. It's like $1,000.
Like I said, we have a two-tier system in this place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the threat of military. The threat itself was already constituted international crime. If it were to materialize, it would trigger a bloodbath with incalculable consequences, plus a destructive impact on
Don't give
regional
him any
peace and
ideas,
stability.
Sean.
Oh, wow. The Cuban leader also appeared to respond to a report from Axios, which cited unnamed U.S. officials who claimed Cuba's military had discussed using drones against the U.S. base at Guantanamo Bay. Oh, yeah. Cuba's going to attack Guantanamo Bay.
Hey, Vince, your wife needs to be tombstoned by Kane again.
No.
Hey, Vince, is she in the liquor cabinet? Bam.
So, yeah, Cuba's going to attack Guantanamo Bay, according to U.S. officials. There's no evidence for that, by the way, but they're setting up a pretext to attack Cuba. So don't be surprised if there's a fake attack on Guantanamo Bay at some point to pretend that to justify an invasion of Cuba. Because we've done this before, from the Gulf of Tonkin to justify invading Vietnam to the You can argue 9/11 was also a false flag, so it's to invade the Middle East. Buried in the
No, I
report
don't
was
want to know.
buried in the reports was an acknowledgement that U.S. doesn't believe Cuba is an imminent threat or actively planning to attack American interests, and that's why that's any alleged conversation about drone warfare were regarding potential responses to U.S. attack. Let's see here. Wow. It's like a time warp back to the 1960s in Cuba. If you go to
Oh,
Cuba,
yeah,
it's
it's
like,
because of the embargo.
yeah. Mhm. Let's see. A vintage card passes by image of late President Fidel Castro, Cuba's former president Raúl Castro, and Cuba's president Miguel Diaz-Canel, displayed on a billboard in Havana. So the three presidents of Cuba here. Uh, let's see here. Cuba poses no threat or does not have aggressive plans and intentions against any country, and it has none against the U.S. nor ever had any. Something that the government in that nation knows fully well, particularly in the defense of national security agencies. So the only thing Cuba has exported to the world is doctors. They have more doctors than anyone in the world. I mean, that's the only thing they export. What the U.S. exports is war. That's what we do. um Cuba, which already
Yes, I know,
endures a
Vince. And I would not be shocked if your name showed up on the Epstein list.
yeah,
Ninja too. I wouldn't be surprised if her name was there either, or Triple H.
which already endures a multi-dimensional aggression from the U.S. does have the absolute legitimate right to defend itself against military onslaught. Yet that cannot be wielded either logically or honestly as an excuse for imposing war on the noble Cuban people, said the Cuban leader added. Besides the actual story, another pretext being discussed is the possibility of the Department of Justice indicting former Cuban President Raul Castro, the brother of longtime leader Fidel Castro, of the 1996 downing in two planes belonging to the Cuban exile group, which killed 4 people. The idea appears to follow a similar playbook as the U.S. pursued regarding an attack on Venezuela. So
You know,
yeah,
I really wouldn't be surprised if Hogan's name was on the Epstein list.
yeah, they're
Especially
What the fuck
desperately
did you
after
say,
like
trying.
Brooke
brother?
Hogan announced.
They're desperately trying to go back 30 years to a downing of a plane with Cuban exiles in order to justify an invasion of Cuba. I mean,
Well,
it's
they
just
got to make
pathetic.
up something
Uh,
for the shit.
President Trump has repeatedly threatened some sort of attack on Cuba, saying in March that he may have the honor of taking the country. The U.S. has also imposed a ramped-up oil embargo on Cuba, which has caused devastating humanitarian crisis in the country.
Leave
Except
Cuba
for the time
alone.
except for the time that they allowed 110,000 barrels of oil from Russia to go into Cuba.
Just
So
to let you know, Angel, Garrett Cole has pitched 5 scoreless innings, and Austin Wells finally did something, a home run.
wow, that's nice. Um, I
Yeah,
wouldn't be
fuck that
surprised.
dude.
I wouldn't be surprised if Garrett Cole comes out of the game because his
Yeah,
first
well,
start
yeah,
off Tommy John.
he
So
can't pitch that many.
yeah,
Pitch
so
count slow.
he's probably on a innings restriction or a pitch count. So let's see here. What else do I have here? Um, not much else. Hold on. Oh, so yeah, this is Resistance. It's a really long piece. I'm not reading this.
Yeah,
Basically,
yeah.
the Cuban people have vowed to resist a new U.S. invasion. The president said the nation was a free sovereign state with the right to self-determination and not subject to the design of the U.S. Well, here's the thing: Trump and all the wealthy people need an island again to do their fucked up pedophilia. So Cuba is the obvious choice.
Yeah, they can't have
So
that Epstein Island anymore.
yeah. So
That could have
back in the
put a damper on their skins.
yeah, before Castro took Cuba, that's exactly what it was. Cuba was a island for rich people to go to Cuba and do and gamble and do their fucked up shit to kids, I'm sure, and without nobody noticing. So they want that island back. Um, so this is the history of basically what the U.S. has done to Cuba. I'll read this though. President Trump claims on Truth Social,
Oh my
Cuba
god.
lived for many years on large amounts of oil and money from Venezuela. In return, Cuba provided security services for 2
What
Venezuelan
evidence does he
dictators.
have of that? He's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He's a mental
He doesn't have
patient.
anything.
He needs
but
to.
not
He needs to be
anymore.
examined.
Yeah,
He
but
needs
not
a mental
anymore.
institution.
Most of these Cubans are dead from last week's U.S. attack, and Venezuela doesn't need protection anymore from thugs and extortionists who held them hostage for so many years. Venezuela now has the United States of America, by far the most
Oh,
powerful
Jesus Christ.
military in the
Shut
world,
up, Trump.
to protect them. We will protect them. And protect them we will.
Protect them
There will
from
be
what?
no,
Protect them from who?
no,
They
no.
were
There will
protected and
be
you took their leader, you dumb fuck.
there will be no more oil or money going to Cuba. Zero. I strongly suggest
Oh, go
something
fuck
here. Hold
yourself.
on.
Seriously, Trump, go suck a dick.
I strongly suggest
He already
they make
does.
a deal.
I know,
They make a
Benjamin
deal
Netanyahu's.
before it's too late. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President DJT. So, yeah, I don't know why he writes "Thank you for your attention to this matter" every time, but
They're coming to
he
take me
does.
away. Ha ha, hee hee, hoo hoo, to the funny farm. That's what he needs.
Naval
A funny farm.
blockade. What's this? Yesterday, President Trump signed an executive order declaring a national emergency and establishing a process to impose tariffs on goods from countries that sell and otherwise provide oil to Cuba. So he signed that executive order. Damages from the blockade exceeds $170 billion, according to Cuba's foreign ministry. The impending indictment against Raul Castro.
Again, they don't want any socialist society to exist. And they need a
Yeah.
place for their pedophilia. Yes.
Yeah, so there we go. Basically, Cuba's going to oppose this, which is good. They
Look
should.
what they did to Venezuela. They literally crushed it. All because they wanted to have socialism there.
Yeah.
Oh
These
no,
are people who are not
socialism.
right in the head. These rich people hate you. I don't know how else to explain this other than rich people do not want you to exist.
So here we go again. House Republicans block vote on Iran's war powers resolution that was expected to pass. So not even a resolution they want to pass. It's a resolution. Trump doesn't have to listen to it. Trump is like, go fuck yourselves. I'm continuing this war. There's nothing Congress can do about it. The effort to pass an Iran wars powers resolution is gaining momentum in both the House and the Senate. House Republicans on Thursday canceled a vote on the war powers resolution to end President Trump's war against Iran, as it became clear they don't have the votes to defeat the measure. The delay means that the House won't take up the bill until after lawmakers return from their Memorial Day recess. Oh, by the way, Congress only works half the year, and they make six-figure salaries, all of them. So they only work half the year. Republicans just prevented the House from voting on the war powers resolution because they knew it would pass. Representative Greg Caesar, Democrat of Texas, wrote on X.
Vince, how else would he get rich?
Republicans can run from Trump's disastrous war, but they can't hide. Thousands are dead, and gas and grocery prices are up. And progressives will not stop demanding votes in the war powers resolution until the war is actually ended. Yeah, progressives are not going to do anything.
Yeah.
The last vote in the House on the Iran war powers resolution was narrowly defeated in a 212-212 tie. As momentum to pass the bill continues to grow in both chambers of Congress, on Tuesday, the Senate advanced the war powers resolution in a 50-47 procedural vote. The legislation still needs a final vote before the Senate version will be sent to the House. It's not getting 60 votes. I forget about it. Representative Gregory Meeks of New York, Democrat of New York, who introduced the House
How do you
war
know
powers
how good I am
resolution,
at sucking dick, Vince? Have you
So-
watched me?
said the
I'm better than
effort
Trump.
was
I'm not
the
We
effort
didn't need to hear that stuff.
the effort was receiving.
Oh, come on, little brother. You were fantasizing about it.
Let's see. Again, what's the opposite of progress? Congress.
No
Yeah,
thanks.
Congress.
I got a guy. Thanks.
Who had the effort receiving more support from Republicans because they're facing pressure from constituents facing rising gas prices as a result of Trump's war, which was extremely unpopular among Americans. Oh, by the way, so was the Ukraine war, and it raised gas prices. You didn't say dick, Gregory Meeks, so ridiculous. The cancellation of the vote comes as the U.S. and Israel could restart the full-scale bombing campaign at any time as the U.S. continues to enforce a blockade against Iran. And an act of war at the war powers resolution would direct Trump to end, which he won't do. The bill isn't close to gaining a veto-proof majority, but its passage would mark a significant rebuke of the president. It would make it more politically difficult for him to escalate. He doesn't care. Here's the thing. He's not running for re-election again. So
Well,
he's not
and the
bothered
other
by
thing
that.
is, I'm gonna laugh when Tel Aviv gets bombed again.
Yeah.
It's probably going to get bombed
Boom,
if
boom,
Iran
Tel
gets
Aviv.
attacked. And Trump administration officials have been maneuvering to circumvent the 1973 War Powers Act, which was passed to rein in the executive branch's disregard for the Constitution's requirement that Congress has the sole power to declare war. The law includes a 60-day deadline for the president to end any
That's absolutely
unauthorized
right,
military
Sean.
action.
The opposite of progress is Congress.
Yeah.
Pro and con.
Or obtain authorization from Congress, which has been falsely reinterpreted to give the president 60 days to wage war without congressional authorization. Let's see. The 60-day deadline for the Iran war expired May 1st, and the administration has tried to claim that the ceasefire should have paused the clock, but the blockade means the U.S. military is still engaged in hostilities against the country. According to a report from NBC News, the Pentagon is considering renaming the war with Iran from Operation Epic Fury to Operation Sledgehammer. And the White House believes that giving the conflict a new name would reset the war powers clock. But all the hostilities are clearly still part of the same war that the U.S. and Israel launched on February 28th. So they think renaming the war is going to give them another 60 days. That's absurd. But that's what they're going to claim in court. Let's see here. Might as well read this. Tulsi Gabbard needed a Trump exit with integrity and principles intact. Is this article really going to defend her? What it
No.
seems like.
I think it's probably saying it if she was going to exit, that's what that's what she should have done. That's what it's saying.
Okay,
Sean, Gress means pedophiles. No.
Yeah. Tulsi,
Don't quote me on that, but that's my feeling. What Gress means, Congress.
yeah.
Pedophiles.
The supporters say the longer she stayed, the more she would have been tainted by his failing war policies she never fully embraced anyways. But she didn't say anything either.
You can
It's
play
like
the
she kind of
audio.
straddled the fence a little bit here. Yeah, might as well. Let's see.
Tulsi Gabbard needed a Trump exit, with integrity and principle embraced anyway. Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard resigned from her position Friday after months of simmering tensions with President Donald Trump over the Iran war. Officially, Gabbard said she made the decision to leave because her husband is suffering from a rare form of bone cancer. But reports are already saying she was squeezed out. Some would have preferred she resigned in protest like her former colleague Joe Kent. Still, there is a general consensus among her supporters that she had been sidelined for not kowtowing to the pro-Iran war line, and that it is better to leave with one's dignity intact than to continue to toil away ineffectually in what may be a sinking ship. It's not clear if she resigned from moral protest, or familial duty, or was ousted. It's likely an admixture, Kurt Mills, executive director of the American Conservative, told RS. Regardless, as with the more explicit example set by Joe Kent, the principle is clear. Anyone of influence in this administration, with the exception of the vice president, who could become the president and halt this nightmare, and whose seat is constitutionally guaranteed, and who opposes its most serious and most grievous decision, the war with Iran, should have...
J.D. Vance isn't stopping this war. Basically that, like J.D. Vance becomes president and is stopping this war.
I wanted to
It's
say,
ridiculous.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Tulsi Gabbard is compromised. She was compromised from the beginning.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
this is literally just virtual signaling. Oh, well, she should have left under protest. Again, guys, she literally was a dick sucker of the establishment. She did whatever the establishment told her to do.
Mhm.
Yeah. Let's see here. Let's go back to this.
resigned yesterday. He added ominously, Gabbard wasn't in the room at any room. And there is no power or glory in sitting in a waiting room for no reason. Gabbard's office appeared to be at odds with the president over the need to go to war with Iran. When asked during a hearing in March whether Iran posed an imminent threat to the United States, as the Trump administration has repeatedly claimed, Gabbard punted. The only person who can determine what is and is not an imminent threat is the president, she said. Before Operation Midnight Hammer, her office said Iran was not actively building a nuclear weapon, which was in line with consistent intelligence taking back to 2007. Her statements did not sit well with Trump nor the hardliners in his administration, and likely started the clock ticking on her time in office. Kent told RS that their office had been closed off from the president and the war, and it had been frustrating. He has consistently blamed pro-Israel voices in the president's inner circle, though he doesn't want to let the president off the hook. Kent's experiences jibe with other realists in the administration who have been smeared and silenced. Some before they even made it into positions. Driving this campaign have been outlets like Jewish Insider and neoconservative influencers like Laura Loomer and Mark Levin. After the 12-day war, after Midnight Hammer, it seemed like the circle shrunk down to just the president and a handful of advisors. The NSC, National Security Council, process seemed to be dead. We were kind of just talking to ourselves. It wasn't reaching the Oval Office, Kent said. And then once the February war started, I myself and others worked diligently for 2 weeks trying to present the president with kind of off-ramps, but our ideas really weren't even reaching the White House. Prior to her resignation, Gabbard was among the most prominent anti-war voices within the administration.
No,
Like Kent, she is an Iraq war veteran.
No, she wasn't.
She spent time in Congress, as a Democrat,
She was
fighting for
the fucking Iranian war,
no.
and she was fucking for the Ukrainian war. So that's
See, I knew this-
full of shit.
I knew this article was kind of like going to defend her because based on the headline, but that's ridiculous. She wasn't opposing that war
down
at all.
your knees and blow her.
of veterans and was vocal about not getting in more regime change wars in the future. She ran for president and withstood a withering backlash in her party for running against the party apparatus on issues of war and peace. Hillary Clinton said she was groomed by Russia because she wasn't towing the line on the Ukraine war. She found a political home in MAGA, and it seemed a real coup for realists and restrainers to have her in the administration. But alas, she did not have the support of Trump and was clearly never embraced by his inner circle, which had become more and more distanced from the president's prior pledges to keep the country out of war. Nevertheless, Republican lawmakers and Trump administration officials largely responded to the news of Gabbard's resignation with well wishes for her husband. Trump himself gave no indication that he was at odds with Gabbard, saying in a Truth Social post that she did an incredible job in her role. When asked this week if he expected any other high-profile resignation in protest, Kent said he hoped so. I mean, part of my calculus for leaving government, as opposed to staying, was that I knew that I would reach Trump and reach decision makers more effectively from outside, because we had kind of hit our limit of effectiveness going through official channels. One can only hope that Gabbard eventually comes to the same conclusion and doesn't stay quiet for long.
Well, there you
What
go.
the hell are you talking about, Kelly? I think you have your nose so far up Gabbard's ass, you can probably smell what she had for fucking breakfast.
Yeah, this is article
fuck?
kind of defending her.
Remember when she called Trump Saudi Arabia's bitch?
Yeah.
I mean, for fuck's sake, all she did was she literally, okay, yeah, she ran for president, blah, 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 and then she endorsed Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when I heard that she endorsed Joe Biden, that just ruined my day. I was just crushed that day.
What do you expect from your ex-wife?
Yeah.
Stop bringing that up, god damn it.
Oh, come on. If I didn't pick on you, you'd think I didn't love you no more, little brother.
He's yeah, so let's get to some videos here. Yeah, as we all know, LA has a massive homeless problem. So
yeah,
there's programs.
What
to
are they
give them
doing?
food.
They're literally telling them that, oh, well, we'll just put you in jail. They're literally making homelessness illegal.
Yeah, so there's a taxpayer program funded food right into. So the taxpayers are giving money to organizations to feed the homeless. Instead, what do these organizations do?
Thanks, Karen Bass.
I
so what the organization's
I will
doing?
give all my tax money to the homeless.
What are they doing? They're throwing away all the food. Look at this. I'll show you. This is a news clip here.
Our hidden cameras caught employees with the LA Homeless Services Authority throwing cases of taxpayer-funded food right into the...
Look at that. This is food that the homeless could be eating. They're just throwing it out like, you know, this is outrageous.
The dumpster. Food that's supposed to go to the homeless, now going in the trash. You can see it here just come pouring out of the box.
That food is fine.
And not just once or twice.
It's a sandwich, an apple, and water.
But despite the tens of thousands of homeless going hungry on the streets of LA, no one got to eat this food. Jay Handel chairs the homeless.
Oh God, look at all that food in the dumpster.
Poor people. Are you guys not listening? Are you
This is
not
outrageous.
listening?
And worse, it's taxpayer money. It's being just thrown in the garbage.
They don't care about that. They spend all that shit. They literally throw around taxpayer money like it's fucking water. Make it rain, baby.
Don't forget that. Don't forget that.
We give more money to rich people, as in development and research, and that's literally it's rich. What they call us? The rich call us takers, right? They call us leeches. when we have welfare, there we go. Rich welfare is the biggest taxpayer funded bullshit in this fucking country. And we can't even treat the homeless with respect. No, we have to fucking throw their food out and treat them like they're fucking criminals when they are hard working fucking people. These people have jobs. They can't afford fucking houses because houses are $1 million.
What I was finally going to say was, don't forget that Ron Placone voted for Karen Bass and kept defending his decision to vote for her.
Yeah, this is not going to get any better. She's reelected. So.
Committee for the LA Neighborhood Councils.
This is an absolute disgrace. It's a theft of taxpayer dollars.
For months, we watched LASA employees picking up cases of food to give out to those less fortunate. These are outreach workers. They're supposed to spend their days interacting with the thousands of homeless in LA. The aim, according to LASA administrators, is for them to use the food as an opportunity to build trust in the hopes of convincing them to accept government services and housing and get them off your streets.
There you go.
But instead, they're literally telling them, "Oh, just go to fucking jail."
It reminds me,
crack addicted, whatever.
Yeah,
Most
this reminds
people, which both of them are children, by the way, are literally homeless because they are working people who can't afford a house.
Yeah, this reminds me of when my first job was a ShopRite, and I'm not sure if your local ShopRites have this, but basically they have like not really a buffet, but they put food out every day, which you pay by the pound basically. You put a bunch of food in, then they charge you by the pound. Anyways, what they would do at the end of the day was take all this food, extra food, and just throw it in the garbage. Like
right, they would
the
actually
dumpster
have
was food.
cops around it in case you tried to dumpster. Like,
at the time,
people, again, you will own nothing. You will be happy. You will eat sea bugs, and then they will kill you. This literally, I heard of a bill that they're literally trying to do. I think it's in California too. They are trying to literally make homelessness illegal. Illegal.
Yeah.
These are people who they have no homes. They have nothing, and you're literally shitting on them.
So to finish my story at the time, basically they didn't have that. So the dumpster was on public land. So what I started doing was, because I had to shift into 11, what I started doing was waiting till the managers leave, and then I would dumpster dive and take a bunch of this food because it was all fine. Like it was fine. It was edible, and taking it home and eating like a king. I did that for nearly a year before I finally got caught and I got fired. Like, what? But you abandoned the food. Like, why are you firing me? It's not your food anymore. You throw it in the dumpster. I can take it whenever I want. But nope.
So, Angel, I just want to say, this is interesting. The Spurs are dominating against the Thunder so far, 19-7.
Look, I get the feeling that the Spurs are going to defeat the Thunder, especially after Wemby is just dominating that series.
Yeah.
So chances are they're
imagine
they're
if it's a Knicks Spurs 1999 rematch.
Yeah, that would be ironic. Now we're stuck with trying to beat the Spurs again in the finals. So
this is really what disgusts me about rich people is you have the fucking rich sitting there with their caviars and their fucking fish eggs, talking
caviar.
down to the homeless.
Lord, sorry about the Supersonics. That still sucks.
Yeah, the Supersonics, they moved from Seattle to Oklahoma City.
Yeah. Although I do remember in WWE segment, I think it was 2008, when Elias, when he was criticized, or not criticizing, but going off on Seattle, and he was saying it's about as realistic as the NBA having a super basketball team, and then everyone in the crowd just booed him for a minute or two.
Seattle is still kind of bitter over losing the Supersonics.
Yeah.
So allegedly, the NBA is doing they're doing expansion in the next few years, and Seattle's trying to get the Supersonics back to expansion. Yeah. We'll see if that happens, but they deserve a team because Seattle was a great place, a great.
Imagine if there's a matchup with the Sonics and the Thunder.
That would be ironic. Let's see. Amazon just got caught running a secret price manipulation operation with Levi's, Home Depot, Walmart, and many more. Every time you
don't
comparison shopped online, you were looking at prices that were already rigged. So basically, I'm going to let the local news piece actually do this because I don't want to read.
I don't care. That's too long. Didn't read.
Yeah. So anyway, I think they say it here anyway. So.
In a press release titled Naming Names, Rob Bont
So it's the people of the state of California versus Amazon in this lawsuit.
secured a largely unredacted copy of the preliminary injunction. The documents lay out specific interactions between Amazon and competing retailers like Target, Walmart, Chewy, Best Buy, and Home Depot. One example alleges Amazon sent Levi's links to pants priced lower on Walmart's site, saying it, quote, hoped these can get resolved over the next few days.
These were not suggestions. They were directives, often backed by threats of penalties if vendors failed to comply. Amazon used vendors as the middleman, directing them to contact retailers and push for price increases so Amazon wouldn't have to compete.
Amazon has previously disputed AG Bonta's claims and has reportedly said that it will respond in court at the appropriate time. The case is set to go to court next January.
I give a fuck. Amazon wants to own the world, so why the fuck do we care? Again, they already own. They have their own fucking pharmacy, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, Amazon has a pharmacy now.
Speaking of Amazon, have you seen also the white DSA members smearing Chris Smalls?
Yeah, I think I saw something about that.
Yeah.
Anyways, now it's another. I believe Amazon is doing this. Why? Because they're so big and powerful that they can basically say, "Oh yeah, Levi, you don't want to have Walmart low price, make prices higher. Okay, then we won't sell your merchandise anymore." They're that powerful, and that's the problem with having a corporation that powerful. The mainstream media is now confirming we're being robbed at grocery stores from Walmart. Basically, what this is, it's a report that Walmart, in particular, is purposely because they sell meat by the pound, as everybody knows. So they are literally what they're doing is they're claiming that the piece of meat is 2 pounds, but it's really like 1.7 pounds, 1.6 pounds. So you're overpaying. Basically, you're paying for 2 pounds. You're getting. You're getting like 1.6 to 1.5 pounds. So let's watch this.
It's real money for us. Literally, will get nothing but bugs.
It's big money in profits.
Yeah. They're getting this guy here, decided to start measuring the weights and stuff, and she realized it being ripped off.
Agreed to show me how it's done.
You want to try it?
I'll throw it on there.
Yeah, go ahead.
But each Domino powdered sugar bag we pulled off the shelf at this store was about an ounce under.
It's happening everywhere. I'm just one guy.
This brisket's supposed to be 4.6 pounds.
So I set off to test myself.
Oh, Kentucky legend.
Walmart's, Kroger's, and Publix across Cobb and DeKalb counties. We stopped in Dollar General and Piggly Wiggly, too. We followed Jimmy's method.
$40. Whew.
Pulling
$40
off the shelves for a quick spot test with our
nothing, be happy and eat some bugs, baby. Meat will be a delicacy.
That's outrageous.
You and I will not be allowed to have meat.
But not all humans. So most humans are carnivores. They eat meat. We need meat as part of our diet.
Oh, I'm going to eat meat, and if these billionaires don't like it, they can go suck a dick for all I care.
Yeah, but what they're gonna do is give us the genetically modified meat. One they engineer in labs.
They're going to sneak that in because Beyond Meat didn't do so well. Bill Gates had basically a pie thrown in his face like he did back in the 90s, and then for some reason he just hates poor people now. But no, he's always hated poor people because his parents did too. But no, I mean, like, seriously, you literally will own nothing. You will be happy and you will eat sea bugs. It's already happening, guys. It's already happening. They are already trying to fuck you over with your meat.
Yeah, they're underweighing it. They're
give it to me, baby. As long as it's my man's.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we didn't need to hear that.
No, you're gonna eat sea bugs.
Yeah.
Walmart, a 2-pound bag. Jimmy and repeated tests found them underweight. So he grabbed bags from 2 different Walmart locations. The FDA says the weight is calculated deglazed. That means without all that ice. But both bags we tested were not what they claimed on the package. Our scale showed both a 1/4 pound under the weight printed on the bag. What about?
That's a big difference, a 1/4 pound. You're being ripped off a 1/4 pound of shrimp.
This is
Walmart
where
shrimp.
This is where John Tapper needs to come in and berate these people for the products.
Yeah, they're.
I mean, this
Some
is
shrimp and
happening right in front of your faces, people.
Yeah. If
What
you
the
weigh
fuck
it,
is this
Walmart
meat?
tomorrow.
Why is it so bad? What is going on?
All right,
It's about an ounce under. It's an ounce under.
These grits were on sale at a DeKalb Piggly Wiggly, but each bag we
What's a Piggly Wiggly? Is it like a grocery
Yeah, I
store?
never
I guess.
heard. We used to call
Wiggly,
it.
wiggly, wiggly.
It was a diner that had a big pig on the sign. That's what we would call Piggly Wigglies.
Yeah, it must be a grocery store in the South because I don't know anything about Piggly Wigglies.
pulled off the
By
shelf
the,
was
by the way,
underweight.
Angel, what are your notifications?
Oh, there's a lot.
Yeah, you
that
can
must be-
check them after the clip. So.
Yeah, there must be about the Jason or Jackson Dart, you know.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because I've been trolling liberals. You know, liberal Giants fans are very angry at this, so been trolling them. They're very angry at me
Well,
now.
also
so-
what you said to Kyle Kowinski earlier.
Oh, right there.
His
His fans, you know, are very, you know, they're very they respond and they respond in kind. You know, they smear you and attack you and stuff if you dare attack him. So it's like,
Why is it happening?
It's lack of vigilance.
Emory Goizetta Business School professor
No,
Solani
it's a
Farasta
strategy to
Pizzoni
get us
is an
off real
expert.
meat.
Why are they showing her typing in slow motion?
I don't know. I mean, it's like B
Like,
roll, but
it's going to help us
but-
not have meat. You know.
yeah,
not
but the
bugs.
B roll doesn't make any sense because why are they showing her typing? I don't know. but-
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, Angel. I wouldn't be surprised if they're already sneaking that Beyond Meat into our meat. Because again, they don't want us to, and our healthcare sucks. We can't get proper healthcare. Doctors are not in the business for curing people. They just, you know, take away the symptoms. But
well, remember, Trump
side
said we
effects
can't
from
do
the
health care.
Well, and that's the problem. They don't want us. They don't want to cure us anymore. We saw that around the pandemic. That doctors literally went along with, "Hey, let's just kill everybody." Sure, okay.
Yeah, so it's like yesterday on Facebook I saw this post about a pharmaceutical company is doing fat pills. Like they're basically you take a pill and you lose weight. So I commented on it. Why don't you just do it the natural way, which is exercising and dieting and going to the gym.
Well, I was trying to get not a prescription pill, but like one of those not the stat.
Yeah,
things, but
they have where you can
Yeah.
shoot yourself in the stomach with a shot, and
Yeah.
that helps you lose weight.
I was trying to get that. I was trying to get that. To see if I could
probably
get.
injecting fucking cancer into your body.
Well, I was
Fuck
trying to
that
get
shit.
that. You know, I was trying to have from my UCLA in Burbank or whatever, see if they could get that prescribed for me. But unfortunately,
Baby
they
boy,
haven't
I
been-
would not do that. You don't know what you're injecting into your body.
Well, my sister. Well, it wasn't just my mom that was recommending it, but also my sister. Remember, I mentioned before my sister's also a doctor, so she knows about the.
I don't trust the damn doctors. I don't trust no damn doctor no more.
You don't trust my fucking sister?
Well, I didn't say that. I said I don't trust.
No, you did. You said you don't trust any doctor.
Well, you kind of implied
I
it.
don't
but...
trust the pharmaceuticals that offer that shit because again,
Yeah.
you don't know what you're pumping into your body. It could be poison.
And again, what happened was liberals got angry at me. It's like, oh, you're against science. Like, no, I'm against you taking a losing weight pill when you can just do it naturally. And it won't be as quick probably, but if you work on it,
That's
you can
how
lose
I
weight.
lost all my weight. It's called walking,
Yeah.
not sitting on your fucking computer playing AI games.
Well, I don't play AI games.
Well,
Well, no.
eventually,
I know.
Yeah, the
Other
argument.
gamers that sit around like on their fat asses all day eating bonbons while playing fucking video games. Get
Yeah,
out
that's
and walk.
ridiculous.
I did it on Wednesday. Of course, it was against my will, so to speak. I was in the city, the nearest city around here, and I don't like going to the city. It's bad enough that I actually had to be in this city.
Yeah.
And anyway, my dad and I went because I had a job interview, and then we got all turned around, and we didn't know where the hell we were. And I'm like, "Well, we're on Market Street. Where the hell is Queen Street? What the fuck?" So I don't know. It was just two people walking around in the city for no fucking reason.
So let's continue.
Standpoint, as well as from a legal standpoint, they're misrepresenting what they're selling.
She says research has shown
They don't give a
shoppers
fuck.
won't notice differences under 15% in price or size. After Jimmy's TikToks went viral, Kentucky legend Ham pulled some hams from Walmart. Jimmy started this because money was tight. Now he's hoping to push big companies to do better.
So they should be responsible for what they're selling in their
Right.
stores.
Oh yeah, they're gonna
he's
listen
naive.
to you, all right.
And rich
Yeah,
people
he's
are not
naive.
going to have us eat the bugs.
Yeah, he's definitely
You live in
naive
a fucking
because
fantasy world, dude.
like there's no way that they do it on purpose in order to make more money and rip you off. But yeah, they're
Not
somehow
only
going
that,
to
they don't
now.
want you to eat the meat.
Yeah, and
Their industrial scales are calibrated on an ongoing basis, and they run spot checks on their lines daily. We also
That's a
asked Walmart
Yeah,
about those
right.
shrimp. A
Not
spokesperson
the
told me
tooth
they
fairy.
did audits on several lots and did not find any problems.
yeah, it's a lie too.
So what are your notifications?
Again, they keep going up. I got an 8 there. Let's
It's not
see.
me. I didn't even touch it. I even touched my stuff. Nobody
where
like
is
talks to me anymore. I don't know. I get all this spam. Hey, so and so followed you, but they don't follow anybody else. Oh, it's just fucking spam.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Well, yeah,
They're
I get
just-
these accounts that follow me that are like, just female.
Like I'm a hot girl looking for a hot date. Well,
yeah,
I'm a
yeah,
hot girl looking for
those accounts.
not another
yeah.
girl.
I don't even,
So get your shit out of luck. I'm a hot girl looking for my man. That's it. I'm straight.
What
I
is
can't help
this?
it if you're a lesbian.
By the way, did your husband? Did he have any reaction to Kyle Busch's death?
Yeah, he heard about it and he was because he's a big NASCAR fan.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was real sad about that.
yeah.
Yeah, well,
Just rest
we're
in peace, of course.
yeah, so we're pretty much screwed where I live because our mayor is trying to our mayor is trying to basically do this. Safety plans for a major role where people choose to shop and dine. Survey feedback from customers in Trenton show that the security concerns can impact often visitors support local businesses. The city of Trenton is moving forward with a public safety initiative in partnership with Packy Talk, which is this. So it's provides an ecosystem of smart capabilities that leverage technology to help you achieve your needs effectively and efficiently. So in other
those are
words,
like spy cameras.
yeah, exactly what it is, and
Just
they
like
use AI.
just like Shenzhen in China or whatever that's.
I can't believe that people are stupid enough to put security cameras in their own fucking houses.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't do that. Not in a million years.
I don't even want those stupid ring doorbells.
cameras.
Yeah. Fuck
Yeah,
that
because
shit. You ain't
here's
gonna
the
be
thing:
looking at my kid.
if you leave those cameras unsecured on the internet, anybody can. It's a website dedicated to those cameras, and anybody can click on it and link on it and talk to your kids. I've seen that happen.
Talk to your kid. I've seen it too.
Yeah, yeah. So if you don't secure your cameras properly, they can do that.
Fuck that shit. You ain't talking to my kid.
It's Packy Talk and supported by the Trenton UEZ to help address those concerns and encourage more foot traffic in key commercial areas. The project will expand security infrastructure throughout downtown Trenton alongside Hamilton Avenue and corridor near Chambers Street. Based on input and requests from local businesses, these improvements are designed to strengthen public safety and support local businesses. So yeah, they're already talking about installing these cameras and stuff. And this company uses AI and facial recognition software, by the way. So yeah, it's dystopian.
AI
They will know
here,
where
AI
you go
there, AI
anytime
everywhere.
you walk around Trenton because they don't want poor people to walk around.
Yeah, our new mayor, the mayor is like literally, he does it. Problem is downtown Trenton is full of homeless people. So basically,
I wouldn't be surprised if GTA 6 makes fun of AI, possibly.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they will. And on top of that, they're gonna get rid of the homeless people downtown, using these cameras. They
These
can
are
see every
people who
corner.
literally have nowhere to go, and we're
Yeah.
literally punishing the homeless for what? Being homeless. This is what rich people think of you.
Yeah, a lot of cities are going to do this now. A lot more cities are going to do this. Use AI, facial recognition software, and this is all using taxpayer dollars as
Now I fucking hate the fact that I actually was walking around in the fucking city, because I'm sure they have cameras and.
And you got AI not pronouncing the names correctly in the graduation events.
Oh, I don't care about that. All I know is I got fucking 2 blisters on the back of my feet from walking.
Yeah. So as
That's
Lori
okay.
says
I'd
over
rather
here,
do that than sit around on my ass all day.
hold on, I'm gonna have to reload back in. So we back.
I actually have been losing weight. I lost like at least 40 pounds recently. The old-fashioned way.
I've been losing weight too. Not as much as you, but I have been losing weight as well. So
I lost some weight, and I bought some pants recently, and I was like, oh shit, they're so big. Like I literally was like, shit, I should have got a size smaller. So yeah, I have been losing weight. But the old-fashioned way, diet and exercise, not fucking injecting myself with some poisonous shit, or taking a fucking diet pill that probably will give me cancer.
As Lori says, kind of wild we pay for our own enslavement. Y'all just used by taxpayer dollars, by the way. We're paying for our own enslavement pretty much.
Yes.
So yeah, so I guess we're gonna wrap up here. It's like 9 o'clock, and I just wanted to cover that real quick. I know that's why time.
Have fun. Ah!
Yeah, time kind of flew this week. So no pro wrestling talk tomorrow. So we're gonna be watching Saturday night's main event. Me and Witchy.
Yep.
I'm not sure you're available, Alex, on Sunday, but I probably wanted to talk about the Yankees.
yeah, well, I already mentioned that I was going to be busy Sunday because of the 2 races I'll be watching.
Well, why don't we have wrestling talk on Sunday then? Because I don't have work on Monday.
Oh right, because it's Memorial Day. Don't you have a class on Sundays? You said so. We can do it Sunday. I'm fine with it, but I'm just saying
I don't know if I have
now. Rain could be an issue for the NASCAR
we can do it
race.
at like
we don't
7 or 8. I think I should be done by then.
Okay, well,
rain could be an issue for the NASCAR race on Sunday, so we don't.
I mean, it's supposed to rain all fucking weekend.
Yeah, so
yeah.
We don't know if there'll be a race or if there'll be a full race on Sunday. So I'll have to see how it goes. So
yeah, I forgot it's Memorial Day weekend.
Everybody out there, if they will let you, please hug a veteran. My dad is a veteran, and he came home with all kinds of mental issues, and he would have flashbacks, and he'd be shaking in the bed. My dad is one of the very few, though. I mean, he had a gun while he was in the city. I felt better. I felt better that my dad was carrying, but it was kind of funny because we went into a government building because we went to the behavioral health. It's basically it's like the local mental health, right? Building, but it's like child services is in it. The mental health people are in it. There's several government agencies that are in this building, right? And the guard, I had to put my phone in the tray, and then put my bag of computer equipment, and they went through the security, right? So they had to look and see what was in my bag. And they said, "Oh, sir, you can go through too." My dad goes, "Nope, that's okay. I'll go outside," because my dad was packing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they let him in anyways.
But no, please hug a veteran and thank them for their service.
I think you may have remembered me mentioning this before, that my dad was actually in the Vietnam War, but he didn't fight or anything. He was more like a mechanic or an engineer. So that's
you mentioned that before.
Still hug him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
he's still a veteran.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I've told the story before. My dad was nearly a Vietnam veteran. If it wasn't for his arm deformity, he probably would have served too. Because they drafted him. Let's see. So we have liberals.
Pass, though? Didn't your dad pass?
Yeah, I mean, back when I was a teenager. Yeah, he had a heart attack, multiple heart attacks at 52. So he's really young, which is why I was worried about my heart when I went to the hospital last week or 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah. So that's why. I just needed my blood pressure meds, and I'm fine now. So my heart doesn't really bother me anymore. Anyways, liberals are still very angry at Jackson Dart. I'm not a Giants fan anymore. Well, fuck off then. We don't because
like you said, the coach John Harbaugh, he's a Republican. So
yeah, I know. So you don't have a problem with Harbaugh, when he got hired. So
National Fix League.
It's
all fixed.
By the way, Steph, Aaron Rodgers is back with the Steelers.
Yeah, he can go suck a dick. He should have stayed.
I made fun of that. I think last week I made fun of it was right after Pro Wrestling Talk. I mean, right at the end, I saw that he re-signed with the Steelers,
He needs
and
to
he's
fucking
about to.
retire and forget about football.
Yeah, he said 2026 is his last year, so he's retiring after the season anyway.
Thank the goddess for that. He needs to forget about football altogether.
Hopefully,
Aaron Rodgers was
the
never
AFC
ever good. He was supposed to be the next Brett Favre, and guess what? You ain't.
Hopefully, the AFC can have a different team in the Super Bowl, instead of the Patriots or the Chiefs. Chiefs, I don't mind so much, but the Patriots. Still.
The only reason why the Chiefs would even be relevant is because of Taylor Swift and that Trevor, whatever the fuck is Trevor Kelsey.
It's Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
Travis Kelsey.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck his name is. That's the only relevant thing they have, and they admitted it on TV.
They were still winning before they were engaged, or they were.
Yeah, but the only reason why, and they admitted this out in public, they admitted that they fixed football so that the Chiefs could win because of the Taylor Swift shit. They could get the Swifties involved in football, and they would get a larger audience. They admitted that.
So it's money. It's about
Don't forget. Travis Kelce also supported Pfizer. Yeah. So,
Pfizer. Yeah.
So, yeah, they're still very angry. I don't want to.
Of course, you love wrestling talk, Vince.
And Vince, stay away from my kid.
So Trump,
I will literally cut your balls off.
So also, some of Trump's speakers at the rally said "Go Knicks," and also liberals.
Oh yeah, Howard Lutnick said that.
Yeah.
In this. Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
They're very angry at that.
That better not be a fucking curse.
Well, Danhausen already cursed the Cavs, so I don't know.
Oh God! Stop with the Danhausen.
Yeah, he did.
I knew it was going to be the midget. I knew his partner was going to be the midget.
Speaking of the Cavs, how about their coach Kenny Atkinson?
Oh my
what
God!
A dumbass he is.
It's a joke. Dude,
he's smiling in the first 2 games he's lost. He's enjoying it apparently.
I hated Danhausen shit.
No, there's no adjustments.
The fucking wrestling ring and wrestle. Don't forget it. Don't do this whole you are cursed. Just shut up and wrestle. Who gives a fuck?
That dude is so over that he's number 2 selling merch in WWE shop. So I know you don't like him. I'm just saying he's over. That's
yeah.
He's only there because he's friends with CM Punk.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a job. It's a favor hire, basically, is what it's called.
All I say is shut up and get back in the fucking wrestling ring and wrestle. Nobody wants to hear you talk.
Real quick, it's like Atkinson doesn't know how to do adjustments. He left James Harden on the island by himself against Jalen Brunson. He had no chance.
Yeah.
He had no chance to guard Jalen Brunson by himself.
Isn't it ironic that the Knicks did that to the Cavs after what happened last year against the Pacers?
Yeah, they blew that 20-plus point lead in game 1 too.
Hey, Cavs, this for you.
Series.
Well, I'll let you know about Sunday because I don't know when we're gonna have.
Okay,
plans.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You said he had a class Sundays. That's why you couldn't do pro wrestling talk on a Sunday. I mean, we'll see. If we can do it, great. If we can't, we'll review Saturday night's main event or whatever. But
hopefully,
all right. So
hopefully, Knicks win the next 2 games.
Look, here's the thing: advancing to the finals and the sweep. I mean, it's going to be a long layoff again, especially if the Western Conference Finals go to a long series.
It's worked for the Knicks so far. So,
and we're talking about sports, Indy, and sort of wrestling too.
Oh wow! The Thunder have come back and are now leading. So,
okay, I get the feeling that's going to be a long series. So, if the Knicks advance, they're going to have a long layoff again. And if that's the case, if they sweep, then they struggled in game 1. They were really sluggish.
But then they came back and won.
So basically, Jalen Brunson turned it on and just dominated the fourth quarter.
Remember,
and also
it's nobody's better than Jalen Brunson until it's time to be better than Jalen Brunson.
Damn it.
Yeah. So also the James Harden Olay defense special also caused them.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh's losing 3-1. God damn it.
Do you want to come in, Indy? I don't know because you just joined, so let me know.
I'm gonna come.
Okay, don't come.
So
Do not come.
And the Rays have tied the game, and they might take the lead too. So
shit! As soon as Garrett Cole came out, Now all
Well,
of
it
a
all
sudden,
started because Jose Caballero made an error. So,
well, there you go.
Gotta find out what the
So
twins are doing.
real quick before we got, I've been trying to go 15 minutes, but the president's going back to Washington after canceling his weekend plans in New Jersey. CBS is reporting intelligence officials also canceled Memorial Day plans and are standby. Something may be
Holy
imminent.
shit, the twins are winning. Okay, sorry.
oh,
Yeah,
they're
so
facing against the Red Sox, right?
Yeah. It's
Yep.
6-7, bottom of the seventh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's something going on here. They're canceling Memorial Day plans, going back to Washington. You know, they might be ready to bomb Iran again. That'd be my guess. What's going on here?
Oh yeah, remember last year on Memorial Day, no, Christy Noam went to Israel. Remember that?
Oh yeah. So thank you,
on fucking
Ford
Memorial
Lord.
Day.
All right, so Game 3 is tomorrow night in Cleveland. Cleveland has been
Yeah.
really good in the
There are going to
playoffs
be a
at
lot of
home, at
Knicks
least.
fans there.
The Cleveland been really good in the playoffs at home so far. They're 6-1, so we'll see how the Knicks react to that.
But they did lose to the Pistons in Game 6, so it's not
yeah,
a
at home.
guarantee
So
against the Knicks.
no, I'm not saying it's a guarantee. I'm just saying they're good
I
at
know,
home.
I'm just saying.
So
And by the way, fuck Israel.
yeah. All right, so we'll if the Knicks make the finals, we probably should do a stream, dedicating to that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm
just
not
like
getting
we
ahead
did
of
when,
myself.
just like we did when the Yankees made the World Series. So
which they humiliated themselves in that series. So we're not. I mean, I'm not really going to go there again. But yeah, so I want to thank everybody for watching, like, and subscribe. We're close to 3,000 in INN's channel, so hopefully we can get there some point soon. Also, we don't know. We're doing Pro Wrestling Talk on Sunday. That's on standby. Hopefully we will, because we need to review Saturday Night's main event and that good stuff, and talk about
And all
Dan
that
Housen
jazz.
cursing the Knicks or cursing the Cavs and
Cursing the
and
Knicks.
yes,
no, he cursed the Cavs. So I was wrong. I made
remember when James Dolan used to be so hated as the owner? Remember that?
Well, yeah, he's still hated, but now he's kind of in hiding. Letting the executives run the team, so not really public much anymore. So all right, so yeah, so make sure you like and subscribe. We're close to 3,000. Oh no, Danhausen still has that cloning machine. Fuck,
Oh,
that's gonna be
Jesus
terrible.
Christ.
It's on SmackDown right now. It's gonna be terrible. So I'm not. Even, I don't even watch SmackDown anymore. But
Another midget gonna come out of it, and a bunch of midgets gonna come out of it.
Let me just check what's going on the WWE page.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
That's terrible. All right, so thank you very much
More
for
midgets.
watching. Give me a like and subscribe. Make sure.
If we get to 40 likes, Mrs. Witchy Perfect goes topless.
So right now we're at like 20 likes, so we're not gonna get there this week, but at some point we will, hopefully. So yeah, make sure you stay with INN. I mean, I don't know, Indy doing a show on Tuesday. Usually the show Tuesday. Wednesday is INN News. Thursday.
Indie Live Tuesday night. There you go. Is that
Yeah,
boats
he's
running
live.
into other boats?
No, that's a Sunday show that Indy and Reef do at 11. So that's a
Oh,
show
okay.
where they
they
watch money.
Boats Sunday night. Okay. Indie
Yeah.
News Now live Tuesday
It's
night.
on
Okay.
Tuesday.
nice.
Wednesday's
What about the Blue Jays? What are you talking about?
Team U. I wouldn't buy anything for Team U, dude.
No, I said I said CBC. What do you mean by the Blue Jays? That's what I said.
Enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. I don't know what you're talking about with the Blue Jays. I mean, I know
we
the
might be
Yankees were
talking about
struggling.
when they won the last 2 games against the Yankees. That might be what.
So they split that 4-game set, but the Yankees have been struggling lately, and they're still kind of struggling. So it's like you knew it was a matter of time before they would struggle anyways, because they do this every year. But yeah, let's see. So Indie News Now is Wednesday or Tuesday. I butchered that. Wednesday's INN News.
DJs.
Thursday, Indy does either Jesse Jet or there's other shows he does Thursday. Friday's me, Angel in the afternoon. Saturday
And
usually
check
do
out
Pro
Kit
Wrestling
Cabello
Talk.
and Snow at ProPilled.
Yeah, so check that out too. That link's in the description, I believe. And if you're on YouTube, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you very much for watching the show. Like and subscribe. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. Stay safe. Don't get too drunk or whatever you do on Memorial Day weekend.
And remember to hug a veteran.
Hug a veteran. Help out a veteran. do something. Okay, Indy said Thursday. We're doing Jesse Jet this Thursday. Okay, good.
Pro Build, I don't know. You have to ask Snow. Is Snow, did he fall asleep or is he still in chat?
I don't think he's in the chat anymore.
He hasn't chatted here.
Pro Pill, they usually do it. I think Tuesdays and Wednesdays or something like that.
Yeah, they usually do it like when I'm doing my courses.
Yeah, I don't know. They don't really have a set schedule. Just go in the description. It should be there on Pro Pill, and click on the link.
I don't know. Ask Snow. I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, Indy knows the schedule. Sunday at 9 and Wednesday
Sunday
at 9. So
at 9 and Wednesday at 9. Okay.
thank you, Indy. I mean, I watch when they're on.
I try to catch it, but it's usually when I'm doing my courses at night.
Yeah, I watch when they're on. I don't remember what days exactly. So, all right. So make sure you guys like and subscribe. Check out all those shows. Hard Lens Media is on every day at 10 o'clock a.m. with Kit Cabello. So check that out too.
Kit Cabello. I need to get you guys on my show again because I'm almost at 160.
Okay. I mean, yeah. Tell me when. Usually you film on Sundays, and Sundays are 10.
I meant to say 150. Yeah.
So I'm gonna make it, and if it's like 3 o'clock, especially. So.
Oh, so Angel, we thought we were gonna get GTA 6 trailer 3 this month, but it didn't happen.
Don't hold your breath, you'll turn blue, dude.
That's the thing. It's like I don't know if they're ever going to release this mythical game because it's like it's been.
They're still dangling the carrot right in front of your face.
No. They just had their earnings call yesterday. It's still scheduled for November 19th. So.
Yeah.
Well, they gotta release. They gotta release another trailer at some point.
Yeah.
To hype this game because, well, to be fair, it's already hyped. It's overhyped, but to tell people it's actually coming out.
I think they haven't even made it yet. They just want to see how long you suckers are going to fall for it.
No, because Rockstar hasn't done that. They've made masterpieces after masterpieces. So.
Red Dead 2 is amazing. I mean, I'm still kind of like I haven't passed it yet. I'm still like kind of walking around and doing all the side stuff. I mean, I don't want to
exactly
pass it.
right. We lost. We did lose Kyle Busch before GTA 6.
So
that was
INN co-streams AM Wake Up weekdays at 10. It's on Twitter, Kick, and Twitch. Check that out. Yeah, we did. That's
I gotta message Kit and ask him if he can come on my 150th.
No, GTA 6 will not have AI. Strauss Selnick from Take Two already confirmed that.
I do not know.
No,
Rockstar.
No, they will not use AI. They already confirmed it.
Greg.
Yeah,
Biffle.
Rockstar.
Yeah, Greg Biffle was the one who died in that plane crash back in December, I think. That former NASCAR driver.
So I've been trying to wrap up the show for 30 minutes, and we can't do it because we talk about
we
something
keep talking.
Yeah. So have a great Memorial Day weekend. Don't get too drunk. Help out a veteran or hug one. Say thank you for your service because it's not their fault. It's they were forced into it. They needed benefits from the military or something. So yeah, just care about your veterans because
in the wall.
Because the VA don't give a damn about the veterans, or to be fair, they're so underfunded that they can't really do anything. So thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe. We'll see you guys next Friday for Angel in the afternoon. Have a nice weekend and bye-bye.
Peace.